facing them yesterday, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of pitching they have left. I mean, they have some absolute arms in that rotation, and they have a lot of good stuff, good velo, good off speed. It's going to be interesting how the catcher is after they have switched up their man behind the plate. I know watching the broadcast yesterday, you guys were kind of curious with what was going on with that. Cal Lutheran actually has a earpiece in the catcher's ear. So they communicate on a one-way walkie system, almost like the Secret Service. So that's how they call pitches. It was kind of messing up a little bit yesterday for them. But it's going to be interesting to see how they handle the number 7 team here in the nation, and it's going to be an exciting matchup all the way through.
Alexander Rivas is going to be our starter this afternoon. The senior appears to be the ace here for the Kingsmen. 1-0 this year, 6 innings in his long outing in a 0.00 ERA thus far. Not a high strikeout guy, but a very, very good pitcher. He's got a turquoise glove, getting ready to pitch out of it here. First pitch is going to be at 1:59 p.m., and that one's tipped into the back of the net here. Leading off for Birmingham-Southern is going to be senior third baseman Brian Williams.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how BSC handles the pitching here of Cal Lu. Especially, it's going to be interesting how BSC handles the speed of Cal Lutheran as well on the bases.
Rivas 0-1 delivery on the way. This one's sent down the right field line by Williams. It's going to land into the little forestry we have down the right field line. Quickly to 0-2 here. Birmingham-Southern playing their first game of the year. This is their opening day, starting out at 0-0, as Connor and I mentioned pregame. Number 7th ranked team in the country coming in to today. Rivas 0-2 delivery on the way to Williams. Fastball up and away, 1-2 now.
Cal Lu plays a very clean brand of baseball out on the diamond, so it's going to be interesting to see how they really match up against this team.
1-2 on delay from Rivas. This one hit the third base. Fusari catches it off of the hop, throws it over to Bullard at first for out number 1.
Cal Lu is a very clean and fundamental baseball team. You will not see them make many mistakes, as proven right there.
Same starting 9 for the exception of the pitcher and catcher for Cal Lu today. Rivas out there on the mound, and Jalen Park starting behind the plate. Everything is the same as yesterday. Just a reminder, Bullard at first, Reeser at second, LaFada at short, and Fusari at third around your infield. This one's going to be dribbled out to second to Reeser. Reeser goes over to first, out number 2. Andrew Dutton retired. The second baseman grounds out to the other for out number 2. Now the 3-hole hitter, the right fielder for Birmingham-Southern, Cole Stedman, stepping up to the plate from the left side.
Yeah, BSC seems very eager to get going here. They are swinging early, and they are swinging hard.
I really like these uniforms from Birmingham-Southern. Very Chicago White Sox vibes. Gray with black lettering and numbering. That's it. They do have yellow in their uniform color palette, but it's going gray and black today. First pitch is going to be a ball there from Rivas, 1-0. Quickly into the 1-0 delivery. This one sent out to right field. Stedman tattooed that ball. Goodbye, baseball. First swing of the year, Cole Stedman goes, yeah.
That was a moonshot. You knew it straight off the bat. Over the flagpole. America says bye-bye to that baseball.
Cole Stedman, your first swing of the 2022 season. And he said, Mr. Baseball, see you later. Alexander Rivas gives up the first run of his season, and that's the first run in today's ball game. 1-0. BSC takes a quick lead here in the top of the first.
BSC proving why they are the number 7 ranked team in the nation, and they are here to prove it.
Gordon Richardson, the right fielder for Cal Lewis. We'll see a bunt here from Noah Best. Rivas having to hustle down the third base line. He'll have to eat it.
What an idea. 2 outs, nobody's expecting a bunt, and he has clearly got some speed to fly down that first base line there. Easy single and keeping the batting order going.
In Hancock, the designated hitter steps up to the plate from the left side. Cole Stedman to revisit that home run quickly there, Connor. I mean, Gordon Richardson, he ran about as far as you could go and then just kind of gave up on it at the warning track. We all knew it was gone. And my truck's parked over there in that direction. I hope it'll be okay after the ball game. Going to check the runner at first. He's back in time.
Yeah, he kind of gave you that 1, 2, 3 step, look up, and say, all right, you know what, I'm done.
Sayonara. Now Rivas has to pick out of the stretch for the first time this afternoon. Purple pinstripe uniforms, beautiful uniforms for Cal Lu, and a beautiful curveball in the inner half there. 0-1 count now to the designated hitter in Hancock.
I think we can expect both teams to just absolutely grind this game out here today. It's going to be a battle. I have a great feeling about this. It's going to be hard-nosed baseball all the way through.
Ravis comes set, checks the runner over at first. Runner's going best. It's a hit-and-run action. Tried to dive out for that was Fusari at third. First to third, Noah Best goes in a two-out single from Ian Hancock to the left side of the infield. And now maybe a little two-out rally after that Cole Stedman homer. Easy first 2 outs. And, I mean, goodness gracious, the bats are waking up for Birmingham-Southern early here in the season. Now stepping up to the dish, the catcher, Jack Fleming.
Yeah, I just want to touch on Ian Hancock's base running there. Noticing that was all him. Third baseman was on the ground, and he noticed that he could take advantage of the lax coverage on 3B, and he easily transitioned from first to third.
Good hit-and-run opportunity there with 2 outs. First pitch here to Fleming. It's going to be a breaking ball in the outer half there. Fleming hitting from the left side of the plate as well. Very left-handed heavy lineup here thus far for BSC. Ducks on the corner here. It's going to be Noah Best on first. And now getting checked over there is going to be Hancock at first. Excuse me, over there at third, Noah Best. And on first is Ian Hancock.
It's going to be interesting to see the speed on these teams. It seems like both of them bring a lot to it.
Second pitch to Fleming, the same curveball, a little bit lower that time on the inner half. 1-1 now. Three hits thus far, and they've come 3 straight. Homer, single, single. And now Ravos with 2 outs trying to stop the bleeding. He'll check Hancock over there again at first.
He's got a pretty quick move over there to first. Kind of snaps the ball right over there. Gonna have to be careful if you're Birmingham-Southern, trying to get a first and third play going to try to score a run from 3.
Ravos really the first time he's pitched in any kind of danger this year. A big curveball there and a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now with 2 outs, 2 runners on. This is a perfect time to bite down here for Alexander Ravos.
Kind of hoping for a ball here, Brad. That way you can call deuces wild early in the game.
Maybe so. We had 5 yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Ravos, 1-2 to the plate. Fleming takes it and ring him up. It's a curveball right at the knees, right down the middle. Alexander Ravos pitches out of danger. But Cole Stedman, he went yah-yah there in the top of the first, and that's how we'll be. 1-0 as BSC gets 3 hits, 1 run, and no errors there. Going to the bottom half of the first, you're listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Piedmont University Athletics and Z98.7 FM. We got the neutral site matchup, the Birmingham-Southern Panthers. The away team here this afternoon, the home team is going to be the California Lutheran Kingsmen. Piedmont will play their second game here later this evening as they play host to Christopher Newport. The captains, as they'll be playing in their first game of the year. Piedmont started 0-1 yesterday as Cal Lou extended to 5-0, their early season record. The Piedmont early spring tournament continue on all weekend. 2 o'clock today as you're watching this game or listening to this game. 6 p.m. tonight, 10 a.m. tomorrow, 2 p.m. tomorrow, and then 12 p.m. to round it out Sunday afternoon. For the full slate and schedule, go to PiedmontLions.com. I'm Brett Loftus, Connor Jelly alongside me here. And to lead us off for Cal Lou, it's going to be the shortstop, Zach LaFada.
Yeah, Zach LaFada has a very nice swing, but don't be surprised if he tries to lay a bunt down here.
LaFada takes an off-speed pitch there off the plate, outer half for strike number 1 there. LaFada yesterday 0 for 4 with a strikeout. He also led off yesterday's game for Cal Lou. He'll take that same pitch yet again, and same result. No balls, 2 strikes now quickly to LaFada.
If I'm LaFada here, I'm looking to just foul everything off, try to make this pitcher work extra hard.
Tristan Harvin, the starter today. 0-2 delivery from him. That's low and away yet again, a little too low that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Harvin, a senior out there on the bump, 4-2 last year, a 2.22 ERA, 51 strikeouts, only 14 walks, and he started 8. 1-2 delivery on the way, and we're playing medieval times games right there. String him up.
Someone get the sword out of his hands.
Caught him on a string right there, a 4-pitch strikeout to begin this afternoon's bottom half of the first. And the first strikeout of the year for Tristan Harvin. Now up to the plate is going to be the left fielder, Austin Carrillo. First left-handed bat in the lineup for Cal-Lu. And Connor, you and I talked about him last night. Very sweet swing.
This is going to be a kid you want to watch after. He easily has the most beautiful swing on this team. It is very short and quick to the ball and very powerful.
First pitch to him. He'll take that one. Another off-speed pitch on the inner half, strike number 1. Brian Williams, the third baseman for BSC, is playing here on the edge of the infield grass. Yesterday, Carrillo went 1 for 3, had a triple down the line. 0-1 delivery on the way. Carrillo hits that one out there in the gap, and it'll fall.
Don't be surprised if he goes for 3 here, Brett.
Right fielder Cole Stedman's going to get after it. Carrillo stops at second as they get it back in quickly. And, man, this guy's an extra base hit machine. Austin Carrillo on second with a 1-out double here in the bottom half of the first. So Tristan Harvin, a 4-pitch strikeout to begin his year, and then a wake-up call there on the second AB of the year with a hard-hit double in the right field gap. Now stepping up to the dish is going to be the center fielder, Max Heverly.
Carrillo runs very good around the bases. As if you were watching yesterday, as you saw on his triple, he moves very well and very fast. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to steal back here.
Harvin pitching out of the stretch here. Fastball right down the middle of the plate there. No balls and 1 strike now. Heverly got a hit yesterday, 1 for 4 with a single and 2 strikeouts. Infield playing at bay. It's going to be Diamantis at first, Dutton at second, Best at short, and Williams at third for the Panthers infield defensive lineup. Harvin checks the runner at second. He'll deliver home. 0-1 on the way. Make it 0-2. A breaking ball that caught the outer third there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it seems like BSC is really trying to attack the outer part of the plate on every hitter here. So if you're Cal-Lu, you got to look to put the ball just where it's pitched. Try to hit it the opposite way to get your hits and runs in today.
Harvin, 0-2 delivery on the way. Looked like he caught him lacking. Another one of that off-speed pitch. Looks like a slider. It did not hit the top of the zone there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So with 1 out here, standing on second, Austin Carrillo with a double in the right center field gap. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Max Heverly at the plate. Harvin will step off here, won't throw it back to second. Does his best Tom Brady impression with a pump fake there. Left to right in your outfield, Will Lannis, Caden McNerney, and Cole Stedman out there in the outfield for the Panthers. Harvin comes set. Delivers the 1-2. This one's hit out to second base. Dutton plays it off a hop over to first to Diamantis. 2 outs. Advancing on the play is Carrillo. So now with a runner on third, here comes the first baseman, Zach Bullard.
Heverly does a very nice job of just doing a simple job for Cal-Lu, moving the runner over with a ground ball to second base. But now with 2 outs, Bullard has got to get a base hit here to score this run and tie up the game.
Bullard did not get a hit yesterday, 0 for 3, able to draw a walk, though, and he did score 1 of the 5 Cal-Lu runs. Runner on third, Harvin delivers to the plate, swing and a miss as that one bounces in the dirt there for strike number 1.
Yeah, noticing yesterday, the way to attack Bullard is definitely go low. He has a eye for that low pitch. It looks so juicy to him with his lefty swing. I think they're going to be able to get him there a lot today.
Bullard, 0-1 delivery, waiting for it. He'll foul tip that one off the plate. Quickly now, no balls and 2 strikes.
First 2 pitches going low in the zone. Where do you think he goes with this one, Brett?
Tristan Harvin, the pitcher for BSC. He's been working very low in the zone. That slider changeup action worked really well. I'd expect the fastball up and kind of out of the zone here, maybe off the plate.
I think he goes slider in here and try to get him a little off balance.
Pitch will be a fastball off of the plate there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yes, sir. I told you, Connor Jelly.
All right.
Told you.
All right. I owe you $1.
Way up and off of the plate there. Now count will move to 1-2. As standing on third base, Carrillo, who got the double, advanced on the Max Heverly ground out. And now Bullard waiting for the 1-2 from Tristan Harvey out there on the mound. Harvin delivers. And a breaking pitch, oh my goodness, just buckled Bullard at the plate. And that's how we'll end the first inning. 1 hit, no runs there for Cal-Lou in the bottom half of the first. 1-0. BSC, the number 17 in the country, league the Kingsmen going into the second. You are listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. For the second, the Panthers from Birmingham-Southern get to pick up the sticks again and look to add to their 1-0 lead. Brett Loftus, Connor Jelly here. Piedmont Baseball on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. A Cole Stedman solo homer is how we've got it to 1-0 there in the top of the first. And like I said, Jell, we should have saw that one coming. He hit 9 in 2021, and now he's already got 1 on the board on his first swing of 2022.
Yeah, normally you just don't see a man take 1 swing and hit 1 out. You know, that's normally MLB-type levels stuff he got going on right now.
7-8-9 due up here for Birmingham-Southern. Caden McNerney, the center fielder, will take his first hack of 2022. Ravis first pitch on the way. A beautiful curveball in the outer half, 0-1 count now.
BSC definitely trying to utilize their bats here early, and you're seeing that a lot with these guys getting up there and just being ready to swing.
Alexander Ravis, for all our radio listeners out there, beautiful turquoise glove, 0-1 delivery there. Make that one 1-1 as that one bounced in the left-hander's batter's box. McNerney, a right-handed hitter.
Yeah, come to think about it, I think the reason they switched catchers is due to the fact that he might just have a better connection with Reyes on the mound right now.
Brendan Durfee started yesterday. Jalen Parks today for the Kingsmen. 1-1. That one is tattooed down the left field line. Will it stay fair? Ben's just foul.
No,
it did stay fair. Down there in the corner, could not find it. McNerney with a stand-up double. Where we are up here in the press box, it looked like it went just foul, but it stayed just inside the line down there, Connor.
Stayed about 15 feet fair. You just can't really see it with our angle here. Kind of had to lean out the way. But, no, I thought the little man almost laser beamed one over the fence there. He put a beautiful swing on that inside fastball, and he was all over it.
Alexander Ravos pitches the contact. He's had 2 hard-hit baseballs so far. One left the yard, and the other one is sitting out there in left field. Ravos' first pitch now is going to be to the first baseman, Wes Diamandis, hitting from the left side here as well. Diamandis takes the first pitch, breaking ball. No balls, 1 strike. Having to pitch out of the stretch a lot here is going to be Ravos. Gets the pitch to his liking, comes set. He'll check second. Now he'll deliver the 0-1. This one's hit out to center field, breaking back Heverly. Heverly right in front of the 400. This one's going to hit off the wall and on the warning track. Coming home and tripping will be McNerney. McNerney safe. He tripped around third. I didn't know if he was going to come home or not, and he ended up coming home, beating the throw by about 2 steps. So back-to-back doubles there. McNerney with a double. He's scoring and makes it 2-0. And then Diamandis standing out there on second as they just trade places.
If anything is prevalent or prominent right now to the eyes of the viewers, BSC is a fastball killing machine.
Yeah, I mean, Ravis has thrown some good off-speed pitches, but it seems like every time he's hanging something in that 3-4 area right down at the plate, Connor Jelly, they are not missing it. Now rounding off the bottom of the lineup here is going to be the left fielder, Will Lantis. Ravis comes set, looking to stop the bleeding yet again. First pitch breaking ball just catches the outside corner of the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Lantis, the left fielder, hitting from the right side of the plate here.
Yeah, it definitely seems like BSC is hunting that fastball. You notice all the off-speed, they are laying off and waiting for that fastball to be left right over the heart of the plate.
Already 5 hits through 8 batters. That's another great breaking ball right at the knees, right down the middle. No balls, 2 strikes now.
If I'm Rivas, I'm throwing it again.
I mean, yeah, that fastball has not seemed to work too well today with the Panthers. Seems like Cal Lou needs to give them some more breaking stuff. No balls, 2 strikes. Ravis checks the runner at second. Check him again. He'll deliver the 0-2 to the plate. It's a fastball way off the plate there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think if you're Rivas, you got to start utilizing your slider and change up a little bit more here. The fastball is clearly, I would use it on an outside pitch to kind of set up that inside changeup. Maybe get him a little out in front, roll over a little bit, but we'll see.
Lantis settles in, waits for the 1-2. It's a fastball, just blooped out to right field. Gordon Richardson gets on his horse. He'll deliver home. Runners coming home. And will he beat the throw? We won't have a throw.
I think he missed third there, Brett. I think he missed third there, but I don't know if we're going to get a call there.
Diamantis scores to make it 3-0. The third baseman, Nick Fusari, does not think so. He walks away from third. So an RBI single there from Will Lantis.
From my point of view, it seemed like his left foot got down in front of the bag, and then he stepped right over top of it.
Sometimes you'll see him check over there. Cal Lou would have every opportunity right now to check over there. Instead, Ravis is just going to go into the stretch. He'll look over to run at first. Will Lantis back to the top of the lineup to the third baseman, Brian Williams. Ooh, they'll check Lantis over there at first. He just gets back in time.
Yeah, one of the main things our skipper does, Coach Justin Scally, he makes sure you have somebody on runners at all times just in case you do get an opportunity to get a call like that.
Good breaking ball there on the lower part of the plate. Will not get the call. 1 ball, no strikes. Williams, a right-handed hitter, 0 for 1 with a ground out today.
I think if you're Rivas, you're really looking for that 2 ball to kind of get a little bit more momentum going back into Cal Lou's way.
Ravis comes set. Runner goes at first. High fastball up and out of the zone, and it'll hit the runner in the baseline. Will Lantis will go to third as it's out in left field. The left fielder, Carrillo, will pick it up. So a stolen base turns into an error, and that'll lead Will Lantis over to third base. So with no outs and already 2 home in the inning, Will Lantis is stepping on third. Brian Williams at the plate in a very plus count. 2 balls and no strikes. And Alexander Rivas will call an infield meeting here.
As you can tell, it seems like they're trying to regroup themselves here. BSC has a ton of momentum in their way. Kind of got to settle your guys down a little bit, realize that this might be the number 7 team in the nation, but this is baseball. And you got to compete and fight your way back in any way possible. And it all starts with collecting yourselves and calming each other down.
Incredible scenes here. Cole Stedman with a first swing homer of the year, the 3-hole hitter. He's in the hole right now. And then just double after double, and then a hard-hit single, able to bring home 2 runs here. BSC one time through the lineup, 6 hits. The only 3 batters that didn't get to hit were obviously retired, but none of them got on, reached anything else. They reaching, they're not getting it cheap. They're getting hits today. 6 hits through 9 batters thus far, and Brian Williams is looking to make it 7. He's got a 2-0 count. The infield is going to be playing on the edge of the grass here. All 4 infielders. Rivas, and smack that one down to third. Fusari across the diamond. Bullard has to dig it out. Nick Fusari with the clean hands down there at third, able to hold Landis there. So now with 1 out, the 2-hole hitter, the second baseman, Andrew Dutton, will step up to the plate, hitting from the left side of the plate here. Goodness, man. Fusari, what a play down there at third.
That man has got some hands over there at 3B. And I'll tell you what, I think they got the right man working the hot corner for him.
We saw him make some great plays against you guys last night, and he makes another great one right there.
Definitely stole a couple of hits from us, that's for sure.
Still playing on the edge at infield grass here are all 4 Cal Lou infielders. Rivas to the plate, breaking ball on the outside corner to the left-handed Dutton, 0-1 count now.
you're Dutton, what do you think your mindset here is? You just trying to get a hit here, get it through the infield,
the outfielders
and
are
just
playing,
pass it down to your big man Stedman?
I mean, the outfielders are playing about 10 feet in front of the warning track. I'm trying to hit one into the outfield anyway. That one's going to get away from the backstop Parks. Not too far away, though, as Lannis will stay at third. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, yeah, you got Richardson, Heverly, and Carrillo right to left in the outfield. I mean, those guys are playing about 10 to 15 feet in front of the warning track. So there's a lot of green grass in between the infielders and the outfielders right now.
There is a lot, and I think you just got to poke it right through.
That one is sitting down to second. Looking him back is Reeser. Reeser underhand tosses it to Bullard. It was kind of hit right in between them, and Reeser called off Bullard. So that'll be out number 2. The infield will go back to playing regular territory, and the long ball man himself, Cole Stedman, steps back up to the plate. He hit probably about a 415-foot bomb over the right center field fence out there in his first at-bat to give BSC their first run and first lead of the season.
At least 415, and I think if you're Cal Lou, you just had everything happen exactly the way you needed it to and wanted it to. Now you kind of got a little bit more of a regroup going on here. Everyone's settled down a little bit. They're looking to exit out of this inning with minimal damage.
Ravas, first pitch there to Stedman. Stedman chops one to third base. It's going to be a hard play. Fusari hands it over to first. Stedman is safe. So 2 at-bats of 2022, 2 RBIs. Lannis scores on that one on the infield single. 4-0 here. BSC leads in the top half of the second, and they'll look to stop the bleeding, hopefully, with Noah Best stepping up to the dish. Cole Stedman, man, have an opening day. I mean, if he doesn't get on base again, he's already contributed enough.
I'll tell you what. Some of the ugliest swings in baseball, Brett, can be the most productive.
You got to hit it whether or not.
And from the looks of it, Stedman, even though he doesn't have that much speed, he seems like he's got a long stride and can get down the line very quickly.
Hit a chopper right there, and Fusari about had to barehand it and just could not get it to first. Stedman take it off. All-speed pitch all way off the plate. Jalen Parks can't get it out of his mitt. Stedman will still slide in, but he had an easy stolen base there. 1-0 count at the plate. And Ravas seems like every time he gets a runner in scoring position, he's not able to close out at bats right now.
It does not. I mean, and you can already look at Cal Lou's faces. I mean, they're all already hanging their head, and that is not a good sign. You got Fusari over there already on his knees.
1-0 delivery there. Noah Best, big swing and a miss to the breaking ball right down the middle there. Sound like I was on a mixtape. That'll even it up now at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here. Already 3 across for BSC in the top half of the second. Ravas comes set, ready for the 1-1 here to Noah Best from the right side of the plate. A good block there from Parks. Another off-speed pitch in the dirt and way off the plate. 2-1 now.
I think if you're Cal Lou, you're just looking to get out of this inning and try to regroup with the bats here. They've definitely got to wake up in some fashion, but it definitely seems like right now they just feel absolutely defeated.
Silver lining here, Jalen Parks playing some great defense behind the plate there, Joe.
He is. He's doing a fantastic job.
Ravens 2-1 on the way. This one's hit hard, deep center field. Looks like Heverly will have a play on it right out there at the wall. No, he won't. Off of the wall. Scoring from second will be Stedman all the way to third. They're going to try to get inside the park home run. He's getting Noah Best. He's safe.
Lord.
Noah Best hits it off the center field wall inside the park home run.
You usually don't see that here off the center field wall. Balls like that just normally bounce right back to another outfielder, but it found every crevice and hole and space needed for him to come all the way around. He ran really well around the bases too, Brett. I think if we clocked it, probably about 15 seconds from home to home.
6-0 already here in the top half of the second inning. And, hey, you had to question yourself. A 28-16 team last year, why were they ranked number 7th in the country? Why would you rank them that high? Well, the Panthers said, well, let me show you. 6-0 so far. We're going to have a mound visit here, seeing if the head coach, Marty Slimak, is going to make a call to the bullpen, or if this is just a mound visit. We haven't seen a signal to the bullpen yet. 2 outs here in the top half of the second. 5 across here in the top of the second. The lone run in the top half of the first was from Cole Stedman. And these 2-out rallies are killing them right now, Connor Jelly. It is absolutely killing Cal Lou. And we know Cal Lou's a good ball club. We saw it last night. But, I mean, BSC, their bats are alive. They've definitely been in the cages to begin.
They've been doing something. They've been doing something. I've honestly, the craziest thing is that they are utilizing one part of this ballpark that people don't utilize a whole lot, and it's that 400-foot mark out there in center field and using that big wall to create a lot of offense for themselves. And I don't even know if you can call it a rally at this point. This is just brilliant offense and beautiful swings all around the lineup. This is just – oh, my. I can't even describe it at this point.
You said it. You've been playing here now for 4 years, Connor Jelly. You've been playing here for 4 years. And that tall wall out there here at center field, if you've never been in the Loudon McField, it's probably, what, about 15, 20 feet tall?
Easily.
I've never seen somebody hit a ball off of it that high. Probably hit about 11 feet up. Heverly out there in center field did a great job trying to get to it. But all the credit there to Noah Best, I mean, he just never stopped.
No.
He just kept going, kept trucking. The third base coach down here for the Panthers, he looked like Ron Washington waving them through right there, letting them know Ravis back is going to pitch here. Good first breaking pitch there. 0-1 now. Stepping into plate is going to be the designated hitter, Ian Hancock. He is also 1 for 1 this afternoon. He's going to take a big swing and a miss there at off-speed pitch. Caught him right at his knees. No balls, 2 strikes now.
I think what BSC has done really well is that they're getting Rivas out of his rhythm. As you can tell, he loves to work fast on that mound. As you can tell when he's in his windup compared to his stretch. He loves to work fast.
And this one's hit out to left field. It's kind of blooped out there, and it'll land right in front of Austin Carrillo. Another hit there for Hancock. He's 2 for 2.
That is just an unfortunate
hit
right there.
Where they are not, Connor Jelly, is now stepping up to the dish. Another left-handed hitter. It'll be the catcher, Jack Fleming. And you usually don't say this in the second inning. Jack Fleming is one of 3 Birmingham-Southern Panthers that has yet to get a hit.
The way this lineup's going, you have to think that he's about to get another one right. He's about to get his first one, and it might even be a double. I'm not
9 hits thus far. Ravis first pitch to him. It'll go off of Ravis's glove, and the shortstop LaFada was trying to play it up the middle, and it'll go back to his natural position. So Jack Fleming will reach. Should be a single. 10 hits for BSC now. Runners on first and second still with 2 outs. And now stepping up to the dish will be Caden Mcnerney. Mcnerney actually led off this inning with that ringing double out there.
The series of unfortunate events for Cal-Lu just absolutely continue there on that play. A ball hit up the middle. Shortstop had a beautiful read on it. It just so happened that Rivas tried to grab the ball and throw it over. That is a good take it or leave it that we like to call it here at Piedmont, and most of our pitchers are going to leave that one to Scott Line.
Ravis, first pitch here to McNerney. That one's low. 1 ball, no strikes here. And I'm telling you what, Connor, honestly, this is incredible to me. Look at Ravis's first start. 5 hits is all he's given up. He's given up 10 through 1 2/3 thus far. Did not give up. He allowed a run, did not have an earned run. He has 6 of those right now through just an inning and 2/3. BSC came to play today. 1-0 pitch, be about in the same spot, make it 2-0 now.
Yeah, and I think it's just a testament to how good BSC actually is. I mean, I was excited to see how they were going to match up for a number 7 team in the nation, and I'm telling you, this seems like a team that is better than number 7 in the nation.
Only seen 3 pitchers used for Cal-Lu yesterday. Looks like we'll see more than that. 2-0. That's chopped back to the shortstop, LaFada. LaFada will just flip it to second to Kyle Reeser, and that'll finally be the 3rd out here in the inning. 10 come to the plate here in the top half of the second, and we had 6 hits, 6 runs for BSC there. Tristan Harvin looks to get it started back from the bottom of the second. You're listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. baseball here at Louder Milk Field. Birmingham-Southern College, they're the away team, but, man, they are beating up on Cal Lutheran through an inning and a half thus far here in the bottom of the second. 6-0 as Cal Lu is going to have 5, 6, and 7 come up to the plate here. Brett Loftus, Connor Jelly here, Z98.7 FM, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Leading us off here is going to be the designated hitter, Nolan Brooks.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering what a number 7 team in the nation looks like, you are witnessing it firsthand.
Hit Noah Best, smacks one out to the left center field gap, though, first pitch. McNerney's able to close in on that one, keep Best at first. Maybe Cal Lu's bats are waking up a little bit. One pitch and a single there.
I think Noah Brooks had enough of this beatdown. I think he's ready to get his team back into it.
Number 27, Gordon Richardson.
Gordon Richardson, the right fielder, will step up to the dish now as Tristan Harvin yet again has to go back into the stretch. Gordon Richardson yesterday 3 for 4. Harvin, first pitch, breaking ball. Looked like that caught the top of the zone. It'll be called a ball, though, 1-0.
The biggest thing here now is that you have Harvin, who is just going to absolutely settle in with this big lead.
Harvin, 1-0 delivered. This was chopped down the third. Williams, 5, 4.
Safe.
No, they'll say he went off the bag, and then he got him with the ball. Oh, he thought he was out at first. Nolan Brooks thought they got him. He was waved safe, and then he came off the bag going back to the dugout, and they tagged him out.
Man slid 8 feet short. It was almost like a scene from Major Leagues. Didn't even touch the bag. He just kind of popped up 6 feet short and just started running off. Didn't even know what was going on. That is something you have to always be aware of around the baseball field. IQ needs to be there.
Gordon Richardson reaches via at first, via fielder's choice. Now Jalen Parks, the backstop this afternoon for Cal Lu, steps up. First pitch to him is a breaking ball right down the middle, 0-1 count. We did not see Jalen Parks yesterday. He's the only change defensively and in the lineup for Cal Lu as he is replacing Brendan Durfee this afternoon. Harvin will check Richardson over there at first. He gets back in there safely.
Now you have to think, if you're Harvin, you have absolutely no worry about what you're going to throw and how you're going to throw it, knowing that you're up 6-0 and that your bats are absolutely crushing this Cal Lu pitching staff. You have to feel good and confident.
0-1 delivery on the way. Big swing and a miss there from Parks. Another great breaking ball by Tristan Harvin out there to work ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. We've already got a combined 12 hits in the ball game. Granted, 10 of those are from BSC, but
I mean,
they're spraying the ball over the yard right now, man. Harvin, 0-2 delivery. This one's off the plate. It was a pitch out. Trying to get it back down there. Jack Fleming to Diamandis at first. Could not get Gordon Richardson. So he'll live to see another day on a base pass at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
It's kind of an interesting pitch call. You normally see a pitch out if a runner's wanting to go to second, but you never really see a pitch out to try to throw it down to first.
1-2 delivery on the way. Another breaking ball. That one's smacked out to left field. Will Ennis lets it drop in front of him. He'll hold Richardson at second. Gets it back in quickly to Noah Best at short. So now we'll have runners on first and second. And stepping up to the dish now will be the second baseman, Kyle Reeser. Reeser had the game-winning hit last night in the top of the 7th against your Piedmont Lions when he hit a base-clearing double to right field. 3-run base-clearing double. And that ended up being the difference. Bats are starting to come alive for Cal Lu. This is going to get interesting here if they can put some runs up here. I think that's going to give them a little bit more confidence, and momentum is going to swing in their way a little bit here. Seems like both of these men, both of the starters today, really pitching to contact. Harvin pitches the weaker contact, which is obviously the one you prefer, as Ravis has had a lot of hard hit balls off of him thus far. Harvin's first delivery here to Reeser is a fastball up and out of the zone, 1-0 count. Again, if you're not able to watch or listen last night, the Lions dropped their first game of the year 5-3 to Cal Lu. Cal Lu went 5-0 to start the year. They're in very trouble now, looking to start 5-1. A chopper sent out to shortstop Bass. Bass cannot roll 2. He'll go to first. Beat him just by a step there. So Reese are able to advance runners at first and second. They transfer over to second and third to trade the advancement for an out. So with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position, the 9-hole hitter and the third baseman, Nick Fusari, steps up to the dish. Yeah, if you're Nick Fusari, you just kind of looking to poke one out there in the outfield, score these 2 runs, get your team hyped up here, really try to create some energy and really help start carrying your team to a comeback win here. Nick Fusari, he's got a big chance here. You got to when you get down big and big innings happen, you kind of just have to chip away. As he'll look at a first pitch breaking ball, breaks right at his knees, no balls, one strike. Like you said there, Joe, you got to chip back when you can. 2 runners in scoring position. It's not what you do with no outs or 1 out. It's what you do with 2. And we've seen that from BSC thus far. Cal Lou has to show us that right here. 0-1 delivery on the way. Fusari fighting that fastball up and away off. As that'll go up there by the Piedmont tennis courts. No balls, 2 strikes.
And actually, Brad, when it comes down to it, the biggest thing is what can you do with runners in scoring position? Whether it's 0, 1, or 2 outs, how well are you able to get your runners in to score? You can leave a village out there, and you're going to lose. But if you bring home a lot of people and help, like community service, you got a chance.
0-2 on the way for Fusari. Breaking ball up and away there. Like a slider got away from Harvin just a bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Fusari swinging it from the right side here. So that slider broke away from him. He almost looked like he wanted to go after it, but instead he'll live to see another pitch at 1-2. Runners on second and third. 2 outs here. Cal Lou trailing BSC 6-0 here in the bottom half of the second. Harvin comes set, 1-2 delivery. This one's chopped down the third, but it'll go left of the bag. Yet we'll do 1-2 again for the third time.
If you're Fusari, you have got to just keep winning pitches one by one. You've got to find a way to either put one in play or you got to find a way to pass it down to your speed guy, the leadoff man, Zach LaFata.
Harvin comes set. He'll check the runner at third, delivers home on a 1-2. That one swung and missed that. It bounced in the dirt. You got to get him out at first, and they will. There in the bottom half of the second, you had 2 hits and no runs and no errors there. As it'll still be 6-0 Birmingham-Southern as we head into the third inning here from the Milk Jug. You're listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on back here, Piedmont University Athletics and Z98.7 FM. Brett Loftus, Connor Jelly here. Cal Lutheran, the home team, there in this neutral site matchup between them and the Birmingham-Southern Panthers. 1-0 delivery here to the first baseman, Diamantis. Diamantis hits one out. Left center field. I thought the park was going to hold it.
Goodness
that ball
gracious.
Just kept going and going. Wes Diamantis on a 1-0 count here. And the top of the third goes Yaya.
This kid is unbelievable.
I didn't think that ball would even – I thought it was going to be caught in front of the white trap.
Let's talk about his first AB. Bounces one straight off that center field wall right there. And then his second AB, he goes ahead and says, I'm going to go a little bit left. Unbelievable.
Wes Diamantis, you don't see too many left-handed hitters, ladies and gentlemen, able to go left center field like that. And I thought that ball, not to undercut that by any means, it was a hard-hit ball, but I didn't think it was gone. And we're going to see a pitching change here as Marty Slamack coming out. We haven't seen him, maybe a little premature on the pitching change. Haven't seen him signal to his bullpen yet. As due up here will be Will Lantis, the 9-hole hitter.
I mean, you just think about the lefties they have on this team. Stedman and Diamantis are absolutely crushing the baseball.
Sorry, we came back there late, having technical difficulties back in our station. And then we come back, and Diamantis hits a baseball out there to center. Now, I'm telling you, Connor Jelly, I don't know about you. I really didn't think it was gone.
I didn't even see the ball. I heard it, and then I never saw it until it went over.
I heard it, and I guess I got in the habit there of watching Heverly. Heverly looked like he had a beat on it, and then I just saw him stop, and the ball just barely blooped right over the wall. Wes Diamantis going yah-yah there.
And you have to expect that he just absolutely crushed that ball. The flag's flying out straight to right field, and he hit that left center.
Looks like Marty Slamack will make a pitching change, so that means we'll take a break here. Alexander Rivas' day is done after just 2+ innings of work, 7 runs, and 11 hits. You are listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics. Right matchup at Loudermilk Field. The Cal Lutheran Kingsmen trailing 7-0 in the top of the third here to the Birmingham-Southern Panthers. And that was going to cut the day out there for Alexander Rivas. Now stepping on the pitch is going to be the left-hander junior from Salinas, California, Nathan Chapman. But Connor Jelly, first, tell our listeners and our viewers here the day for Alexander Rivas.
Man, I'll tell you what. This kid started out, he had 1-0, 5 innings pitched, but today, this kid only got through 2 innings of work. 7 earned runs. This kid has allowed 11 hits, and by 11 hits, I mean 11 absolute missiles.
And you know something else I want to point out there, Jill. BSC, what they're doing today, they're being very aggressive in the count. They knew Rivas was going to come out here and throw strikes, and they're just aggressive there early on in the count. I mean, Rivas did not walk anybody. Nope. All of the runs that he gave up were just hard-hit baseballs, tattoo baseballs. I mean, he gave up 2 homers and 2 doubles. 4 of the 11 hits, extra base hits. And some of those singles would have been doubles against any other defense.
Yep.
I mean, hard-hit baseballs there, and sometimes it's just not your day, and it wasn't Alexander Rivas' day here.
By any means.
Still no outs here in the top of the third inning. Chapman's first pitch here, and first AB will be against the 9-hole hitter left fielder Will Lantis. Lantis is 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI thus far.
It's going to be interesting. It seems like Chapman has a pretty heavy fastball. Let's see how BSC handles this.
1-0 delivery. Lantis takes a fastball, looked to be off the plate. It's called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And, yeah, you just got to feel deflated here if you're Cal Lou. We know they have a good ball club. Got to keep your heads in it. BSC on the other end, you got to keep the momentum going. 1-1 delivery from Chapman. That's up and out of the zone like a breaking ball there. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I mean, if you're Cal Lou, this is not anything what you expected to happen right now. You've got to find a way to bring some energy back into the team.
2-1 delivery on the way. Fastball, I guess it was low. Fastball looked to be at the shins, I guess. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Wow. Yep, well, that's why we're going to robot umpires.
Pardon me there. Chapman's 3-1 delivered. That fastball looked like a get-me-back pitch there. Looked to be off the plate. Will be called a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good sportsmanship shown there by Will Lantis. He took the trot to go down to first. Kind of smacks his chest to the home plate umpire as if to say, my bad. Good sportsmanship shown by the left fielder there for BSC. Chapman comes set. 3-2 on the way to him. Fastball up in the zone. Lantis just fouls it off up there near the Piedmont tennis courts to stay alive. Speaking of tennis, and since Birmingham-Southern is playing here today, the men's and women's Piedmont tennis teams will be playing host to Birmingham-Southern tomorrow, as will the Piedmont baseball team, Connor Jelly.
What a day.
Make sure you come on out here. 3-2 delivery. This one's fouled down the right field line yet again, as we'll do the 3-2 tango yet again.
The 3-2 tango.
The full count tango.
Takes 2 to tango, Brett.
And that's what Chapman and Lantis are doing right now.
Who do you think comes out on top?
The 60 feet, 6-inch tango. 3-2 on the way. This one's sitting down the first base line, and it'll split the first and second baseman, Reeser and Bullard, out in the right field. 12 hits for BSC thus far through 2 times in the lineup. Absolutely incredible. Back to the top is going to be the third baseman, Brian Williams. Brian Williams and Andrew Dutton, your top 2 guys on the lineup, are the only 2 guys in the Panthers lineup today that have yet to record a hit. Both 0 for 2 and both have 2 ground outs.
You know, I think if you're them right now, you feel no pressure whatsoever. I think they're going up there to just have fun.
Chapman, first pitch there, a fastball a little off the plate. Williams tried to put down a bunt. It's down the first baseline and foul, 0-1.
Yeah, try to get a little too fine with that bunt there, Brett. You know, here at Loudermilk Field, our cutoffs here, our cut lines on the diamond are a little fine, and that ball will just easily kind of fold right over onto a nice little slide and fall right over into foul territory.
Chapman left-handed facing the right-handed Williams. He'll check over there. Lantis at first, able to get back in time.
Looks like a little check me pick over move there.
2 homers here already this afternoon, something you don't see very often in collegiate baseball is multiple homer games, and we've got one, and we're only in the top of the third. 0-1 pitch there in the dirt. See Lantis take off. This one goes into center field. Lantis will stay there. It's Heverly backing up the play. So ball in the dirt there. Not the best throw from Parks behind the plate. We'll have an even count at 1-1, and now Brian Williams with no outs has a runner in scoring position.
That was just a beautiful read there on that dirt ball by Lantis. With his speed, even just that ball bouncing away from the catcher by even a foot, he will be able to take 90 feet in an instant.
Chapman comes set. 1-1 delivery to Williams. Williams tried to fight that fastball up and out of his own off, and instead he'll fight it up and out of play. And that one did land near a vehicle. I hope it didn't land on it. As back to the field of play, 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
You know, in my 4 years that I've been here, the cars that park up here on the right side, I've actually never seen a foul ball hit a car over here.
You better knock on some wood there, Connor Jelly. We do have a wood press box up here. There you go.
It is done.
Chapman comes set. 1-2 delivery on the way to Williams. Williams swinging a miss there, 1 in the dirt. Parks will have to pick it up and throw Williams out at first, and he does. That's the first out at the top of the third here. Still Will Landis, the runner on second. Stepping up to the dish, the second baseman, Andrew Dutton. Dutton also hitting from the left side as well. So we'll see a lefty-lefty match up here between Chapman and Dutton.
It's amazing to think. I almost said that Kalu could get out of here without a run being scored, but, you know, you forget that Diamantis cranked one left center earlier in this inning. Seems so long ago.
Chapman, beautiful curveball, just tailing out to the outer part of the plate. 0-1 count. As I mentioned, their lefty-lefty matchup here. Any slider curveball action tailing away from the left-handed batter is going to work in Chapman's favor here, and that one did on the first pitch. 0-1 delivery. That one is tattooed out in the right center field gap. Another extra base hit. Lantis will score easily. Richardson gets it in quickly, and a sliding double there for Andrew Dutton. Extend that BSC lead out to 8-0 now.
You now have only one Panther in this lineup without a hit, and that is their leadoff man, Brian Williams.
How often do you see that?
Especially in only the third inning.
Goodness, 13 hits. 13 hits. We have now seen 20 Panthers come to the plate. They are 13 for 20 today as a team.
That is unbelievable. Absolutely absurd.
Cole Stedman back up at the dish. He's 2 for 2 today with probably the hardest hit baseball in the game and the softest hit. He hit a home run in the first inning and then an infield single there in the second. And now here in the third, what will he do? First pitch he takes way off the plate there. 1-0 count now. Stedman again, another left-hander. Lefty-lefty matchup with Nathan Chapman out there on the mound. And I don't really think it matters who Cal puts out there now. BSC's just locked in at the plate today.
I've never seen a hitting clinic like this. You think of LaGrange last year, but this is something different.
Chapman, 1-0 delivery to the plate. That's going to get between the legs of Parks. Able to advance easily, Dutton.
You almost got to think the Panthers are just toying with the Kingsmen now.
2 balls, no strikes, and only 1 out in the inning, Connor Jelly, with a runner on third, and probably, I would be willing to say, the best hitter in the Panthers lineup, and that's saying something right now with Cole Stedman at the plate. I mean, do you put him on at this point? I mean, what do you do? Because all these guys can hit.
I mean, do you give him the Barry Bonds treatment?
I don't know. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Delivery on the way from Chapman. Stedman takes an inner half fastball. Don't think he agreed with the call there, but it's strike number 1. 2-1 count now.
It's interesting to see how Stedman is going to match up against a lefty. He seems to read a right-handed pitcher very well, but sometimes a lefty does struggle lefty on lefty. Unless you're Barry Bonds, like I said.
Should be in the Hall of Fame. 2-1 delivery on the way. That was taken in the inner half again. Almost got Stedman that time. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm just going to say that right now. He should have been unanimous decision. Greg Maddux even said he was the worst hitter to face in his career. And we all know Greg Maddux is probably, arguably, one of the best pitchers to ever play the game.
The greatest, in my opinion. Infield in, 3-1 delivery. That one about hit Stedman. Instead, it'll just be ball 4. So Stedman takes the trot down to first. He's reached in his first 3 plate appearances today. Homer, infield single, and now a walk. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, right-handed shortstop Noah Best. Noah Best today, he's had a perfect day thus far. 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run scored, including that inside the park homer in his last at-bat.
Looking at the box score here, so far you have 5 Panthers with a perfect day at the plate.
Oh, got him out in front that time. Best tried to check his swing. A beautiful curveball there on the outer half. 0-1 count now. And I actually cut him short earlier. I said we only had 2 homers. We have 3 homers, 2 that have only left the yard, in being Stedman and Diamandis'. Noah Best with an infield homer there in the top of the second. He's going to take another curveball there. It's going to be below his knees, even it up at 1-1. Chapman lefty-righty matchup here with ducks on the corners.
Thought they were Panthers, Brett.
Yeah, they are Panthers, but, we got ducks on the pond. Noah Best, another big swing and a miss there, the curveball on the outer half. 1-2 count now. Connor Jelly, what a goofy guy. Over there at third is going to be Andrew Dutton. First, Cole Stedman at the dish, Noah Best.
But this is going to get interesting. As you can see, the wind seems like it's starting to shift gears here as that flag is now blowing from left to right.
Noah Best, swing and a miss there. As that one was in the dirt, runner on first doesn't have to throw down there. That'll be strike number 3 and out number 2. Only the third strikeout that Kalu's been able to record as a team thus far, as 2 of those can be attributed already to Nathan Chapman. Now stepping up to the dish, the designated hitter Ian Hancock. Another lefty-lefty matchup here for Chapman.
Hancock 2 for 2 on the day here. I think if he gets one up in the air, you're going to see it carry out to right field easily.
Yeah, wind is whipping out there near right field right now. Inner half fastball taking strike number 1. I mean, our big American flag out there, if you can see it on your television screen, tablet, computer, whatever you're watching us on, it is whipping. And on the radio station, if you're listening to us, I mean, it is blowing directly out of the ballpark. So if you hit anything in that direction, it'll get some carry to it right now.
It is not even getting a chance to sit down whatsoever.
Chapman, 0-1 delivery here. This one's chopped down the first baseline into the BSC dugout. 0-2 count now.
If you're the defense here for Kalu, I mean, what is going through your heads right now? There is nothing you can do about this right now. You have no opportunity to make a play just the way BSC is just putting the ball out in the gaps, anywhere in the hole. No one's got a chance.
1-2 delivery. This one stung out to right center field. Richardson going after it over his head. Hits off the wall. One bounces the wall. One Panther scores. The other one, Stedman, holds up at third. And an RBI double yet again. That moves us to 9-0 now.
How many RBI doubles have you called today, Brett?
That would be my 4th.
In only 2.5 innings of work. That is ridiculous.
Ian Hancock blistered that one. And on any other day, that'd be a routine flyout. But like we said, that wind blowing out there in right field almost carried that ball out of the park. One hopped the fence from about 5 feet out on a warning track, and now we are at 9-0.
He absolutely lasered that ball. I think if he gets it up 10 feet higher, you're watching that thing clear the fence.
Jack Fleming, the backstop today, 1 for 2. Again, another lefty-lefty matchup with Chapman here. First pitch to Fleming. That one bounces. It'll bounce down the third base line. And because it did, Stedman retreats back to second. And there at second, Hancock retreats back to second. Stedman third, Hancock to second. Fleming here, the 8th Panther to come to bat here in the top of the third.
That 2-out rally, Brett. BSC is absolutely crushing a 2-out rally.
Wes Diamandis led us off with a homer. 1-0 delivery, fastball right down the middle at the knees, 1-1.
Pretty sure BSC has actually accumulated probably 3/4 of the runs off of 2 outs, other than the 2 bombs. Well,
Stedman's bomb.
Stedman was a 2-run bomb.
Yes, it was.
Or
2-out bomb, solo bomb.
Excuse me.
Noah Best, his inside the Parker was a 2-run, and Wes Diamandis solo. 1-1 on the way. A beautiful curveball there, just sat in the middle of the plate. 1-2.
If you're Fleming here, you really just kind of got to dig in here, tighten up, look to put the ball the other way if he throws you that slider again.
Jack Fleming played high school baseball with our preseason D3 All-American Carter Ballstat. They graduated high school together, as the former Lambert High graduates will face off here tomorrow night. That one is off the plate there. Just off the plate to run it to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on.
Deuces are wild today.
A super deuce is wild right there.
Sorry, I had to call it, Brett. Had to.
Got 2 ducks on the pond, or Panthers as Connor Jelly likes to say, both of them in scoring position. Jack Fleming awaits the 2-2. Oh, he got around on that one just a bit early down the first baseline. Smacked it there. We'll do the deuce is wild tango yet again.
Stays alive.
9-0 here. Cole Stedman with a third at-bat homer there in the top of the first. 5 runs coming off of the second, and 3 have already come across here for BSC in the top of the third. That's how we've gotten 9, and it might be a little bit more here if Jack Fleming can put one into the outfield. Chapman comes set. 2-2 on the way. Fleming, did he go? And the umpire behind the pitching mound will say that he did not. So now full count here with 2 outs, 2 runners on.
Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive.
3-2 now. Nathan Chapman got a bite down here. You just got to stop the bleeding when you can. And for Jack Fleming, well, you got to stay alive. 3-2 on the way. Chop down the first base line, and he'll do it yet again. He is just continuing to stay alive.
Staying alive. I'm going to say it again. This man's having a great AB right now.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
In our book, that is a Q, Brett.
Excuse me, 9th pitch of the at-bat. That was the 8th pitch right there. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Still a Q. Put him on the board.
Yes. Full count delivery. Foul down the first base line yet again. And a good fundamental play played there by the first base coach for BSC. Not sure who that is, but the Atlanta Braves might want to sign him to play second base if we stay in a lockout. Chapman going to throw the 10th pitch of the AB right here.
Not going to lie, Brett. I don't know if that first base coach does it that often. He was smiling, giggling. All the guys over there in the dugout were cheering him on. Something tells me he may not have the best hands.
Good play right there, though. Full count delivery yet again. Fleming, just got under that one and got under it early down the first baseline yet again. Still hadn't seen that ball land as it was way foul.
Wow, he just got out in front of that one, Brett. That ball is relatively about 300 feet.
Down the right field line.
Down the right field line and about, 100 feet foul. But, nonetheless, you're about to see the 11th pitch here of this AB.
Davis Williams from Cartersville, Georgia, just had to bring the home plate umpire some more baseballs there of Birmingham-Southern. The 11th pitch of the AB coming up. Chapman comes set, 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. Fleming, another chopper down the first baseline foul. We're going to do the 12th pitch right here.
I mean, you almost have to think this is just a left-handed Mookie Betts at-bat right here. But at the end of that, Mookie, AB, he did hit a grand slam. So
wait, yeah, that's not a possibility right here, but a 3-run homer, though.
It is a possibility here.
It would still be pretty sweet.
I know Anthony Rizzo did have a 14-pitch at-bat at one point, and he did also end up putting it into the right field bleachers of Wrigley Field.
Longest at-bat in baseball history was in spring training. I can't remember when it was. It was a few years ago, 22-pitch AB. And we've gotten, this will be pitch number 13 right here. Fleming again down the first baseline. Foul.
This kid is having an AB for himself, folks. This kid has pretty much, after this AB, this kid can be happy the rest of the day. I would be, at least, with this at-bat.
Just a reminder there, I know we've been here for about 3.5 hours on this AB. Out there on the base paths, it is going to be Cole Stedman at third and then Ian Hancock at second.
You gotta give credit both guys here for this absolute
Just keep
compete,
fighting.
man. This compete is insane.
Pitch number 14 on the way. And a swing and a miss. Fastball up and out of the zone. Jack Fleming, though, round of applause there on a very, very good AB. 3 runs there on 3 hits. 9-0 BSC leads going into the bottom half of the third inning. You're listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on Brett Loftus, Connor Jelly here, Z98.7 FM, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Birmingham-Southern, number 7 team in the country. They're showing it here up 9-0 over the Cal Lutheran Kingsmen here on opening day for Birmingham-Southern. Cal Lou has actually played 5 games. They're in their 6th one here, in danger of losing that undefeated season here at 5-0. Tristan Harvin coming back out there on the mound for Cal Lou. For BSC, and for Cal Lou stepping up to the dish here. We'll go back to the top of the lineup to shortstop Zach LaFata. Also, correction there, top half of the third, BSC had 4 hits on 3 runs. That one will be a 58-foot breaking ball there, 1-0 count now to LaFata.
Yep, Brett, I think someone needs to remind him that we do pitch 60 feet 6 inches here.
Here we go, Connor Jelly. Maybe you just reminded him. Maybe he can hear us up here.
We're going to see.
Tristan Arvin, 1-0 delivery. Did hear us. That one sent out to the shortstop, Best. Best fires a strike across the infield. Sliding LaFata. But Diamandis made a great stretch over there at first to get him just in time. First out of the bottom half of the third.
That is just always a tough call for an umpire to make there. Sliding man into first base with a stretch like that. A kid who's got the type of speed LaFata has. Makes me want some replay. Here, Brett, just saying, I would love maybe a pylon cam for no reason.
Well, Connor, here comes up your guy, the left fielder, Austin Carrillo. 3 hits through the first time through the lineup. Carrillo, the only one with an extra base hit. He had a double in the bottom of the first inning there. First pitch to him from Harvin. This one's sent to second base. There's a line out there to Andrew Dutton. Had to get down to a knee, but he caught it there. So 1 pitch. And now the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, the center fielder, Max Heverly, 0 for 1 with a ground out.
Yeah, this is now officially the second go-around for Cal Lou and their lineup, if that tells you how dominant BSC has been today.
Tristan Harvin, beautiful first pitch curveball there on the outer half. 0-1 count now, righty-righty matchup here to Heverly. Heverly calls time. Somebody called time. I don't think Heverly did because he stood in there. Maybe he did. He just called time late, I assume.
It might have been him because Harvin did not look pleased.
No, he did not.
Not at all.
He came in his windup, brought his back foot around, but did not release the pitch. Now he'll release the 0-1 here. Fastball low in the zone, be out of the zone actually, even it up at 1-1.
Harvin's just having fun out there. You can see him smiling after every pitch now.
Harvin working with some tempo here, 1-1 on the way. That's an all-speed pitch, foul down the third baseline, 1-2 now. And, I mean, we talked about it during our commercial break there, Connor. I mean, Harvin is working with tempo. I mean, he's having, 30-minute breaks there in the dugout. I mean, either that's going to help you or hurt you. 1-2 on the way. This one's fouled down the first base line.
I'll tell you what, some guys love to thrive off of their offense, giving them time to relax, kind of settle back down, and then just go out there and absolutely feel no pressure whatsoever to put the ball in the zone or case someone up.
1-2 on the way yet again. This one's up and out of the zone. For the second time today, we will have our deuce as wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Connor Jelly.
Deuce is wild.
2 outs. There we go. Harvin stepped off the rubber there for just a second. He'll deliver the 2-2. This one's off the plate and dropped by the backstop, Jack Fleming. So we've worked from 1-2 now to 3-2. As a good at bat here from Max Heverly.
3-2, 2 outs. We like to do something here at Piedmont where we rub the bill of our cap here. We're going to rub her up.
Full count delivery on the way. This one sent out to center field. McNerney has a play on it. Stedman closing in on it in right field as well. McNerney calls him off on the track out there in right center field for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 inning, no outs, no runs, no hits, no errors there in the bottom of the third inning. That concludes the first 3, and BSC dominated all 3, 9-0, as we head to the top of the 4th inning. You're listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here to the Milk Jug. Heading into the top of the 4th inning, Brett Loftus, Connor Jelly with some neutral side action here on Z98.7 FM, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. It's going to be the Cal Lutheran Kingsmen playing the home team today. They're trailing 9-0 to the Birmingham-Southern Panthers. 7-8-9 due up here. Caden McNerney, 1 for 2 on the day with a RBI double. He's going to lead us off here. Right-hander, so a lefty-righty matchup with Nathan Chapman pitching from the left side out there on the bump.
This will be interesting.
First pitch here is going to be on the outer half. Strike number 1 there to McNerney. Breaking ball. Connor Jelly's brought out the binos up here in the booth.
Sometimes you just got to get a better look at the pitch. Sometimes you got to really see what's going on.
Connor Jelly, a part of the Piedmont University baseball team here. They'll play after this game. First pitch time, as you'll see a ball there, 1-1. First pitch is supposed to be at 6 p.m. or be about, 30 to 45 minutes after the conclusion of this game.
Whenever that may be.
So,
I have a feeling it's going to be a long one.
And you guys playing your second game of the year, 0-1 as y'all dropped last night's game to Cal Lou, playing Christopher Newport this evening. Swinging a miss there on the breaking ball in the outer half, 1-2 now to McNerney.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting day here and tomorrow, obviously. Just a bunch of good teams out here competing, having fun. It's going to be a fun weekend all the time, Brett.
Piedmont early spring tournament. Obviously, Piedmont's hosting Cal Lutheran, Birmingham-Southern, and Christopher Newport all participating. That's a hard hit ball up the middle. McNerney sending that one into the right center field gap. He's going to try to go 2. Heverly gets it in. That throw is offline. Has to be picked up by the third baseman, Nick Fusari. That went from almost being an out to a hard ground ball into the right center field gap, and he just stretched the single into a double. We've seen BSC do that all day. They have 15 hits now. Stepping up to the dish now, he hit a homer to lead off the top of the third. Wes Diamandis, 2 for 2. He has an RBI double and a solo homer. I say that's a productive day, halfway to a cycle.
Think that's a productive day?
I would say so, man. I would say so myself.
It might be.
First pitch to him, lefty-lefty matchup. That one stung out to center field again. Heverly breaks in on it, though. And we'll see McNerney tag from second. He could have stood up, but he slides just to get a little bit more dirty. So now with one out and a runner at third, we'll have the left fielder Will Lantis step up to the dish, who's also perfect today, 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 stolen bases.
McNerney has got some absolute wheels for legs.
Most of this team does, though, man. I mean, we've seen 3 stolen bases. We've seen Noah Best with an inside-the-park home run. I mean, this team has some wheels. And now you'll see Kalu play on the edge of the infield grass, breaking ball off the plate and in the dirt, 1-0 now.
You know, I understand why they're playing in, but at this point in the game, there's really no need until you get your offense going. If you can't get offense on the board, you have no shot.
Trailing by 9 runs there, I mean, that's pretty much a blowout at this point. Got to be able to try to knock in, and haven't really seen Kalu do that yet. This is a hard hit ball. Oh, Reeser almost made the play in second. He'll try to recover, throws it to first. He does get an out. Trading out for a run. As coming home there was Camden McNerney. McNerney scores the 10th run of the day for BSC.
Once again, just good base running by BSC there, especially McNerney, realizing the ball definitely got away from the second baseman. And he just used his wheels for a lower body and scores in easily.
I thought Reeser was hurt there for a second. That's kind of where my reaction took me. I saw him make the play. I almost thought it hit him in the face instead of the glove.
It might have.
And then I just saw the ball pop out there, able to make the out at first. Brian Williams stings one to the left center field gap. All 9 Panthers have a hit now. Able to cut that one off is Heverly, and Williams takes a big round at first, and he'll retreat back.
Well, there it was, Brett. It is finally official. Everyone on the Panthers has a hit, and now it's just a matter of how many more hits are they going to rack up today.
10 runs, 6 hits. They've scored in every single top half inning that they've had. 1 run, 5 runs top of the second, 3 run top of the third, and now a run 1 top of the fourth. And we're not done yet here with 2 outs. And Andrew Dutton stepping up to the plate. He almost gets hit with that fastball inside there. 1-0 count now.
If you guys want to know how much of a hitting performance or a hitting clinic this is, we're not even through the first top half of the fourth
inning. We're not
even
through half of the ball game.
And they already have 16 hits.
We're not even through half of the ball game yet. That's preposterous, I think, is what the older folks like to say. Preposterous. 1-0 delivery. Dutton fought that one off well down the third base line. 1-1 count now.
You don't really see this that often. This is something special. And this is exciting to watch.
And no, for those wondering at home, I've got a few text messages since I've been up here. We do not have a mercy rule. No mercy rule in college baseball anymore. We have them in some other athletics here, but not in baseball. 1-1 delivery on the way from Chapman. That's off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lefty-lefty matchup yet again. Seems like Chapman, it doesn't really matter what he's facing, or I guess on the other side, it doesn't matter if BSC's facing a lefty or a righty. We've seen Rava starting now, Chapman from the left side. Just doesn't matter with them this afternoon.
And it doesn't matter what those pitchers have throwing either. They are just absolutely putting bat on ball.
2-1 delivery on the way. That one's low and bounces off of the plate, it looked like. 3-1 now to Dutton. You don't want to walk Dutton. You got the big bat on deck of Cole Stedman. He's 2 for 2 today with a walk, a homer, and an infield single. Chapman comes set 3-1. Williams will take off. It's called a strike. So now a full count there after Williams steals the bag. 2 outs. Looked like a breaking ball there. Just caught the inner half at the plate, and then the throw was high down to second. Williams with the head first slide gets his first stolen base of the season.
I'm not going to lie. That was kind of I don't know if Williams meant to do that, but if he meant to start jogging halfway through that stolen base.
Full count delivery. This one snuck out to center field. Heverly has a beat on it. Falls right in front of him, though. Williams is going home. He'll get home jogging. 11-0 now. as Andrew Dutton with his second hit of the day. And that'll be his second RBI. Now stepping up to the plate, Cole Stedman. And at some point, you know you got to play another game after today for Cal Lou. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing if you're Cal Lou, Connor? You want to save your pitching, but you're down by 11 runs.
Look, at this point, it's got to become a bullpen game. And, I mean, everyone's got to at least start going one inning, and you got to regroup at some fashion.
First pitch here to Stedman. They'll say he fouled it off of the catcher. 0-1 count now.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I don't think he fouled that off.
I agree there, Connor. Runner on first, Dutton. This is now the fourth time through the BSC lineup. As Connor made a point there last half inning for Cal Lou, they are just entering their second time through the lineup. Another big swing and a miss there on an inner half breaking ball. Very good pitch there from Nathan Chapman. And now Stedman working from behind. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 out.
I'm telling you, I think Stedman's got an issue when it comes to lefty-lefty matchups here. It just doesn't seem like he sees the ball as well as he does from a righty. But he might prove me wrong.
Breaking ball yet again. Stedman able to get a good piece of that one, bounces down the first base line. First base coach makes another good play over there on that one, Connor.
Hey, maybe he does have some hands. Maybe he does have some hands.
That guy played some second base somewhere. That's all I'm telling you.
Second base, or do you think maybe a little shortstop?
I don't know.
Shortstop.
We'll have to get the insight on that one. You guys play on tomorrow. That's your job, Connor.
I'll ask him.
In the field reporting from
I'll ask him.
0-2 on the way from Chapman yet again. Stedman, big swing and a miss there at the breaking ball. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on there in the top of the 4th inning. BSC, it's all Panthers here. 11-0 going to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM in Piedmont University Athletics on .7 FM for some neutral site baseball here. Bottom half of the 4th inning. BSC back out in the field. Cal Lou is going to have 4, 5, and 6 due up at the plate. Zach Bullard leading us off here. Brett Loftus, Connor Jelly. Bullard 0 for 1 this afternoon with a strikeout looking. Tristan Harvin beginning his 4th inning of work out there on the mound. His first pitch sent out to shortstop Noah Best. Noah Best backhanded play, throws it to first, brings Diamandis off the bag. Diamandis tried to tag Bullard, but Bullard beat it out there.
You know, I think he tried to get back to the first base bag, but he turned around and saw an absolute unit running down the first base line and probably just said, you know what, I'm just going to let him take it.
Bullard, 6'5", 215. Yeah, I think I'd have moved out of the way there too.
I would have definitely just dropped right into the cradle position. Not going to lie to you.
Stepping up to the dish now is going to be the shortstop, or excuse me, the designated hitter, Nolan Brooks. Takes a first pitch strike there on the outer half. 0-1 righty-righty matchup here. Harvin checks over there at first. Bullard gets a lead.
Oh.
Best down the left field line. Can it stay fair?
It will not.
It will not.
Poor guy. Just trying to get some mojo going. Some mojo, as Austin Powers would say. Yeah, baby.
0-2 quickly at the plate now. Harvin comes set out there on the mound. 0-2 delivery, fastball off the plate there. 1-2 now.
You know, it's just me. Does Harvin kind of remind you a little bit of a Garrett Cole out there? The way he looks, his body type, and the way he kind of delivers the ball here.
And up-tempo, too. I definitely can agree with that. 1-2 delivery there. This one's sitting down the right field line. Hooking foul. It'll stay in play, but it is foul. So we'll do 1-2 yet again.
Karen did not sit. Do you want me to elaborate on that? Okay, so look, it's kind of a Hoosier saying that we came up with. If a ball gets hit on the line and it kind of squeaks fair, we call that a sit, Karen.
1-2 delivery there. This was chopped back up the middle. Best 6, 4, 3. It's good.
Ooh.
6-4-3 double play there. Tristan Harvin, any danger that he had, able to pitch out of that one. And now stepping up to the dish will be Gordon Richardson. That is a textbook double play right there, kind of.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I would like to have the umpire in a trial because I have some questions about that call.
Which one? At first?
At first. I think it was there by half step.
I think at this point the umpires see the writing on the board in the bottom of the fourth. I think they might want to get out of here a little prematurely as well. I don't want to speak for them, but that's what it would seem like right there. First pitch here to Richardson. It's going to be strike called there, 0-1.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they're trying to help speed this game along a little bit. It definitely seems like BSC's strike zone is definitely widened out.
Harvin, 0-1 delivery now to Richardson. That's going to be a breaking ball off the plate, even it up at 1-1. Yeah, Connor, I mean, when you got a guy like Tristan Harvin, he's working with high tempo, and then his offense scoring in plethoras, I think you pretty much got to call what you can call. 1-1, that looked like a face ball off the plate there. Harvin wants a new baseball behind now, 2-1 on the count. 2 outs here, bases are empty.
Sometimes it's nice to just get a nice pearl. Sometimes it's nice to get something new. Hopefully he's back in the zone.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Gordon Richardson at the plate. Had a good day yesterday, 3 for 4. He'll take a swing at that one, hit it to the left side.
Wow.
Good play by the third baseman, Williams. He got up, left the ball on the ground. So that should be scored a hit. Gordon Richardson, a hitting machine, as he's 1 for 2 on the day, as that'll bring up to the plate the backstop, Jalen Parks.
Yeah, I don't even think if Williams transfers that cleanly, I don't think he's getting him out there. Kid can run a little bit.
Yeah, Gordon Richardson getting down the line well there, Connor Jelly.
Yep, and I noticed it while he was rounding the bases yesterday. It's tough.
Richardson takes his lead. Parks at the plate, takes a slider up and out of the zone. 1-0 count now.
Tell you what, Parks has got a nice build. I wouldn't be surprised if he got some power behind his swing here.
1-0 count. Parks. That would have been powerful if he could have got on top of it a little bit more. Up and out of play there to even it up in 1-1. That one's just a thumping around up here on top of us.
Stumbling, bumbling, rumbling.
I wonder where it went. I think he went behind us.
We should ask the map.
1-1 on the way. It's a good slider there to catch the outer half in this righty-righty matchup. 1-2 now. Parks, the backstop for Kalu, will ask the home plate umpire, can I please get that call? As he'll step back into the batter's box.
Just not sure if he's going to get it the way this game's going.
Harvin, 1-2 on the way. That one, 58-footer, bounced and spiked out of the way. Fleming couldn't keep it in front of him behind home plate. Able to advance out there for Kalu on the base paths. Gordon Richardson, and we have our third deuces wild of the game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and only 1 runner on this time. Gordon Richardson out there on second. Kalu still looking for their first run of the day. They trail 11-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
A hit right here from Parks could go a long way. Not meaning distance-wise. I'm just meaning for the morale of Kalu, you kind of just want to put something on the board. Make it look a little more interesting.
Harvin comes set, looking to shut the door here in the fourth. Big breaking ball there, up and out of the zone. That'll run it full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And what does kind of mean by the morale? Well, Kalu has hung up zeros in every time in the bottom half of their innings. BSC, on the other hand, 1 run in the first, 5 in the second, 3 in the third, and 2 here in our top of the fourth inning. And that's how we've gotten to 11-0. 17 hits for BSC, no errors. 0 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Kalu. Full count delivery. That fastball's up and out of the zone. Parks able to draw a walk there. So now stepping up to the dish will be the second baseman, Kyle Reeser. Reeser 0 for 1 with a ground out today. He's got an RBI opportunity with Richardson on second and now Parks on first. 2 outs here. 2-out hitting is key.
I know Reeser can fly a little bit, so with the third baseman playing back here, if he feels comfortable enough putting one down, I wouldn't be surprised if you see it here.
First pitch to Reeser. This was chopped up the middle off the pitcher's glove. Second baseman Dutton makes a great play there as that ball took a different angle. Tossed it over to Best. It's short for out number 3. One of the best innings Cal Lou has had offensively, just not able to bring any across. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on there. And we will head to the top of the 5th. Still 11-0 here at Loudermilk Field. You're listening to Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. University Athletics and Z98.7 FM. Top of the 5th inning. Nathan Chapman still out there on the bump for Cal Lou. BSC getting their 5th opportunity to hit, and they've capitalized on every single one of them, scoring in every top half of their inning, leading to 11 runs here thus far. Neutral site action right now, but your Piedmont Lions will be back in action tonight at 6 p.m. or roughly 30 minutes after the last pitch of this ball game is taking place, as they will play host to Christopher Newport. Christopher Newport, the captains, first game of their year, Piedmont 0-1. Cal Lou came into this game this afternoon 5-0 after beating Piedmont last night, in danger of losing their first game of the year. BSC in great. Looks like they're going to win their first game of the year. Noah Best, the 4-hole hitter, will lead us off here. It'd be 4, 5, and 6 due up. Chapman first pitch to him. This one's sent right up the chute, out of play in the first base line. In foul territory. Past the first base line. Is Zach Bullard able to get his nose under it and catch out number 1?
Yeah, Brett, I want to point out a little fun fact for you. Cal Lou's catcher from yesterday, Durfee, I want to see if you made this connection. He is from Monrovia, California. And my hometown's Monrovia, Indiana.
Yes, I did make that connection yesterday. I didn't say it on the broadcast. Zian Hancock steps into the left-handed batter's box here, 3 for 3. I did think that to myself. First pitch off the plate. It'd be called a first pitch strike there, 0-1. Because I saw Monrovia, and I'm like, Connor Jellett's from Monrovia, Indiana. And then I said, no, that says California.
Monrovia, California are the Wildcats. Monrovia, Indiana are the Bulldogs.
Go Dogs. 0-1 delivery on the way from Chapman. Good breaking ball there, low out of the zone, even it up at 1-1.
Go Dogs, national champions.
Do you guys say that up there?
Champions.
I know y'all are not as country as we are.
We don't say go Dogs. We just kind of say go.
Just go? Like you're at a green line?
Nah, green flag.
1-1 on the way. This one's fouled down the left field line and out of play. 1-2 now. Okay.
Yeah, we normally, most of the time, we honestly just kind of wait for the engines to kind of start up a little bit.
Yeah, racing up there. We love racing down here as well.
Hey, also.
At least I do. I can speak for myself.
I can tell you what, during the snow day up there, that big long week they had, there was a bunch of people who went out to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and towed some snowboarders around the track.
I would have loved to have done that. 1-2 on the way. This was chopped up the middle. Reeser cannot get there. And a one-out single here from Hancock. He's a perfect 4 for 4. And we're not talking about a Wendy's cheeseburger either. We're talking about in the top of the 5th inning, a 4 for 4 here at Loudermilk Field. Jack Fleming stepping up to the dish. Another lefty-lefty matchup for Chapman. He's having a good day thus far, too. 1 for 3.
I'm telling you, if that hit right there from Hancock, tells you anything about what BSC has been able to do. They are just finding every hole possible through this defense. And I'm telling you, as Cal Lou, you gotta feel bad for them. They just look absolutely defeated out there.
First pitch here to Fleming in the dirt. Parks tries to chase it away. Hancock advances there. 1-0 now.
And you can definitely tell on that play right there that Cal Lou is just trying to get through this game and look forward to tomorrow.
And this is just, I mean, you're able to win 5 straight yesterday. This just runs you into a brick wall as far as morale goes. You really hate to see this as a Cal Lou fan and as a player for the team if you're a Kingsman. It's not doing the best for your morale. You got to continue on, though. Second pitch there, dropped by Parks. It did catch the outer half, even up at 1-1. But for BSC, they're on the other side. I mean, ranked number 7 preseason, and then to come into this game and do this on opening day, I mean, the morale is shooting through the roof for them.
Yep. And I'll tell you what.
Okay.
Tell them. They look good. That's all I can say, really, dude.
Chapman's 1-1 on the way. Big swing and a miss there from Fleming on the breaking ball. 1-2 now.
They don't even look like a number 17. They look like a number 1 or a number 2 right now.
Quote of the day from Connor Jelly. We need to write that down somewhere. They look good. Okay, I would have to agree with that.
That's all you can really say. There's nothing you can't say.
Some incredible analysis there. Chapman 1-2 delivery on the way. That's going to be inside there. Almost catches Fleming. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Yeah, I think I would say that too, Connor Jelly, that they look good. 11 runs, 18 hits, and no errors.
I'd hope so. I'd have some questions if you said otherwise.
Harvin out there on a mound is pitching a 5-hit shutout thus far. Look very good both sides. Big swing and a miss there on the breaking ball at the top of the zone. No! They'll say he foul-tipped it there, and Parks couldn't catch the foul tip. So we'll do 2-2 yet again.
Sorry, what?
I didn't hear
I'm telling you, this umpire has got to have some Batman hearing or Spidey senses, because there is no way that ball is fouled.
I didn't hear the foul tip, but granted, we do have headsets on. 2-2 on the way yet again. This one's sent up and behind us, out of play.
That ball was definitely fouled, and I just saw it land.
We'll do the 2-2 tango yet again. Jack Fleming continuing to battle up there at the plate. Checks the runner out there at second, and Hancock delivers home. Fleming foul tips this one down the third base line yet again, and we will do it again. And Jack Fleming was our guy that had that 14-pitch at-bat, and now he's developing another battle here, Connor Jelly.
This kid can put together some ABs for you, and if it was prevalent of the last time he stepped up the plate, I'd kind of grab some popcorn, because you might be here for a while.
This one's low and away here, and it'll bounce in front of the plate down the first base line a little bit. Parks will have to get out of his stance and walk Hancock back. It'll run it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, still 1 out. Hancock in scoring position out there on second. Chapman will walk off the mound, kind of recompose himself here before this full count delivery.
You know, I think if you're Chapman here, how do you approach this kid? The last time you faced him, he saw 14 of your pitches. What do you do?
Chapman 3-2 on the way. Fleming got a good hold of that one down the right field line. The park will hold it. It is in foul territory. Just right at a foul pole. Richardson catches it, gets it back in the infield, tagging up as Hancock. He'll stand up at third. And the American flag is just a whipping out there. That ball almost got carried out. Just right of the foul pole, about a 328-foot foul ball fly out there. Richardson got it back in quickly. And now with a runner on third, stepping up to the dish, it will be Caden Mcnerney, as he has had quite the day as well. 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, and 2 doubles.
Yeah, I think if you're Camden McNerney,
take a pause here as we are going to have Marty Slamack come out of the dugout.
Looks like a pitch and change.
Looks like he will make a pitch and change, yes, sir. So we'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on Piedmont Baseball on Z98.7 FM, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. We got 2 outs left here in the top half of the 5th, trying to hold BSC at bay as Cal-Lou's trying to hold them to the first inning scoreless of their whole game. One run in the top of the first, 5 in the top of the second, 3 in the top of the third, 2 in the top of the fourth, 0 so far here in the top of the 5th. And Connor Jelly, tell us about Nathan Chapman's day.
Well, I'll tell you what, the kid did coming in trying to, settle things down a little bit. He did all right. He went 2 2/3 innings, 4 earned runs, 7 hits allowed, 4 strikeouts, allowed 1 base on ball. I mean, he did basically as much as you could possibly want from a relief guy coming after your starter. Just having that rough day, it's an unfortunate outing for sure, But, handing it over to Luke Wexler, you kind of got to look here that Caden Mcnerney is looking to get Diamantis up at the plate with a lefty-righty matchup in the way that flag is just absolutely whirling out there in right field.
Wexler, a freshman, he's made 1 appearance all year, a 2 2/3 outing. Did not give up an earned run, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts in that appearance. As now we'll see Caden Mcnerney step to the dish. On third is Hancock. So BSC in danger of striking another one. First pitch here down the third base line. Fusari makes the play on it. And 1 pitch and 1 out there for Luke Wexler. Well, Connor Jelly, thank you for joining me here. Jelly's got to go prepare for his own game here this afternoon. We'll have it right here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube at half inning there. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on for BSC. 11-0 heading to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Loudermilk Field. You are listening to Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Back here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube and Z98.7 FM. First pitch strike here to Nick Fusari is still out there on the mound for BSC. Is going to be the right-hander Tristan Harvin working in now his 5th inning of work. Fusari gets under that one down the right field line. Diamantis chasing it down, tried to make the over-the-head Willie Mays basket catch. Lands about 5 feet in front of him there. So we'll do the 0-2 at the plate with Fusari here. Brett Loftus, I'll be riding solo for the rest of this one. And then Joe Garwood will be joining me tonight for the Piedmont Christopher Newport game. I want to again thank Connor Jelly for his contributions through 4.5 innings here. Did an incredible job. You'd think he's a communications major or something, and he is actually here at Piedmont University. Connor will be graduating in May as well. We'll get to see him on the diamond later here today. 0-2 delivery yet again. That's fouled near the Cal-Lou dugout. So Harvin will have to do it yet again. Fusari 0 for 1 today in his lone AB with a strikeout. Harvin working very up-tempo here. He's already back into his wind-up. 0-2 on the way. That one bounces 58 feet. 1-2 yet again. Tristan Harvin having a great day thus far out there pitching. I mean, BSC's offense, we've talked about that a lot, but Harvin doing a great job out there on the mound through 4 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and only 1 extra base hit given up to Cal-Lou. 1-2 on the way. That's going to bounce again 58 feet, so 2-2 now. Harvin, I guess the only knock you could give him today would be that he's thrown some of those 58-footers. But again, that's not a knock on him at all when you haven't given up a run yet. And very up-tempo, staying in his zone. 2-2 on the way, fastball up and out of the zone. Fusari takes a hack at it, though, as he fouls that one up and out of play near the Piedmont tennis courts. Again, Piedmont will play host to BSC in 3 different sports tomorrow, men's and women's tennis and baseball as well. So come on down to Demarest. 2-2 delivery on the way. Fusari bloops that one out just behind the second baseman, Andrew Dutton. He'll take about 4 steps back and catch out number 1 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Lineup turns over here is now the shortstop, Zach Lafata, will take his 3rd hack of the game today. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. BSC, as we mentioned, number 7 team in the country coming into today's opening day matchup for the Panthers. Cal Lou, 5 games, 5 wins for them. And unless they're able to bring across 12 here during the remainder of the game, they will drop to 5-1. First pitch here, blistered down the right field line. It'll get up and out of play. As Lafata just a little bit late on that fastball, 0-1 now. That American flag still blowing out there, not as much as it was in right center field. 0-1 delivery from Harvin. Big swing and a miss there at that slider. 0-2 now to Lafata. Harvin working with some tempo. He steps off the rubber baby for 3 seconds, back on it, and then right back in the batter's box. Lafata, here comes the 0-2. Chopped out to the shortstop, Best. Best got to make a play. Digs it out, throws it to first for out number 2. What a play there from the junior shortstop, Noah Best. Able to dig that one out. Throws a little bow and arrow out there for 2 outs. Man, what an impressive play there. Noah Best, have a day, young man. We've seen him at the plate have an inside-the-park home run, and then he looks like Javi Baez out there at shortstop.
Subs. Pitch hitter.
Oh, we have a pitch hitter now at the plate. Thank you, thank you. Everyone in the press box was yelling subs at me. I thought it was talking about the shortstop Best, but instead at the plate we will have number 8, Ethan Doshi, right-handed hitter, a junior from Seattle, Washington. He'll take a first pitch strike. Now he'll chop this one back up. Tristan Harvin makes the play. He'll throw it to Diamandis at first for out number 3. Tristan Harvin looking good through 5. Is again no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base. 1-2-3 inning there. Heading to the 6th inning. It's all BSC here at Louder Milkfield. 11-0. You're listening to Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. University Athletics on YouTube and Z98.7 FM. Due up here for Birmingham-Southern. It's going to be 8-9-1. Wes Diamandis will lead us off here. We have a plethora of changes here in the Cal Lou defensive lineup. So we'll try to get all those to you here as soon as possible. This one's going to be chopped out to second base. Reeser makes the play on it, throws it over to first to the newly subbed in Scalzo for out number 1. So around the infield now. Scalzo at first. Reeser still at second. Watson at third. Looks like Fusari still at third. Not sure about that yet. Cade Edmondson, your new catcher behind the plate. Luke Wexler still out there on the mound. And now Lantis up at the plate here. Will Lantis, 2 for 3 on the day for BSC. He'll take a first pitch strike there, 0-1 to him. 0-2 now, so he'll take one at the knees, breaking ball there. Christopher Newport has just arrived here at Louder Milkfield. They'll take on the Lions here in just about 2 hours' time, maybe a little over 2.5 hours' time. 0-2 delivery from Wexler. That catches the outer half. That's beautiful. Oh, he called the first pitch of ball there, 1-2. A little confused there. Looked like it'd been 3 straight strikes. Now Wexler 1-2 on the way. This one's shot down the third base line and foul. Lantis today 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Ryan Farr playing third base now. So we had, again, mass substitutions there in the field for Cal-Lu. Obviously trailing 11-0, trying to get some guys in there. This one's hit out to Farr. He makes a diving play, gets up, throws it over to first, and a good stretch there by Scalzo gets it out. Lantis was looking for his third hit of the day. Instead, he'll be robbed right there. Luke Wexler pitching with some up-tempo here. And now we'll move it back to the top of the lineup. As Eli Stedman will pinch hit for Brian Williams. So we'll assume that Stedman will come in the ball game now at third base. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Wexler to him. Stedman takes that one. First pitch strike. Good breaking ball there out there on the mound from Wexler. Another good breaking ball there from Wexler. Breaking into the left-handed Stedman. So quickly 0-2 here with 2 outs. Wexler comes set, composes himself, pitching out of the stretch, 0-2 delivery. This one's chopped, but it'll be chopped foul. Eli Stedman, a freshman from Birmingham, Alabama. Stedman waits on the 0-2 here. That one bounces 58 feet in front of the plate, now 1-2. It would look as if Eli Stedman and Cole Stedman may be younger and big brother. Eli Stedman, a freshman from Birmingham, attended Briarwood Christian. Cole, a senior from Birmingham, attended Briarwood Christian. So we might need to get confirmation after that post-game. It does appear by just looking there, they are brothers. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Deuces wild yet again for a 4th time this afternoon. Wexler 2-2 delivery on the way. Stedman takes that one off the plate. He's ran it full now. $11 runs, 18 hits, no errors for Birmingham-Southern. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Cal-Lu. Full count delivery on the way. Stedman fouls that one back into the net. And we'll do the full count tango yet again. Stedman steps back in there. Wexler into his windup. 3-2 off the plate. Eli Stedman draws a very good 8-pitch walk there as he'll sprint down the first. Now stepping up to the dish, the second baseman, Andrew Dutton.
Now step up to the plate, number 7, Andrew Dutton.
Dutton 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, a double, and a run scored. He's also grounded out twice as well. Stedman getting a good lead over there at first, making his college debut here. Able to draw a walk, his first time on base as a Panther. Congratulations to him. 1-0 now to Dutton at the plate. He'll take a breaking ball right off the plate. Righty-lefty match up with Wexler coming from the right side. Now pitching out of the stretch. They'll check Stedman at first. Late reaction back, but he gets back just in time. Wexler checks. He'll come set. Delivers home to Dutton. Dutton takes a fastball up and out of the zone. 2-0 now. Dutton working ahead. A great uniform game here today. Purple pinstripe Kingsman versus the gray and black of Birmingham-Southern. This one smacked down the left field line. Did Dutton keep it fair? He did. Stedman's going to go first to third at least. Is getting tangled in the corner. Stedman's going to go home. Dutton's going to come to third. The throw might beat him there. It does, but it bounces up and out of the way. Dutton with a triple, and that's going to make it 12-0. Eli Stedman like Usain Bolt around the base path right there, and that'll make it a 12-run lead for the Panthers.
Now, step up to the plate, number 26, Cole Stedman.
Cole Stedman, the older Stedman, will step into the batter's box now. And he's having a great day, too. 2 for 3, 2 RBIs. He went yah-yah there in the top of the first inning, about 415 feet. Did it off that right-hander Alexander Rivas. And now another righty on the mound. Let's see if he can do it again. First pitch to him. Big swing and a miss there. Fouled it off of him. 0-1 count now. Next hit, it'll make it an even 20 hits for the Panthers here this afternoon, as they have put on a hitting clinic. Stedman waits the 0-1. He'll send this one out to the left center field gap. Heverly on his horse going after, cannot get there. Carrillo will pick it up. Stedman will cruise into second base, and he'll stop there. 13-0. The Panthers lead. Cole Stedman 3 for 4 now, 3 RBIs. Now stepping up, it's going to be the shortstop, Noah Best. Best this afternoon, 2 for 4 as well. 2 RBIs and has an inside the park home run. He hit back there in the top of the second inning. And that 5-run inning, the biggest output that Birmingham-Southern has had thus far. The only top half that they have not scored in has been the 5th. They've hung up a crooked number in every inning except for that one. This will bounce in front of the plate. Edmondson cannot find it to backstop. Stedman will advance to third, but he stays there. 1-0 count now. It's quiet out here at Loudermilk Field right now. 13-0. BSC feels no need to brag, and, well, Cal-Lou feeling no need to cheer. 1-0 delivery on the way. Noah Best takes that one lower part of the zone, evens it up at 1-1. If you are in the Demorest GA area and you want to come out and watch your Piedmont Lions play this evening, make sure you come on out here to Loudermilk Field. It is a beautiful day. You might want to bring a jacket with you. It's probably about a cool 60 degrees. That sunset's going to get a little bit cooler, but a nice day. 1-1 on the way. Noah Best takes a very good curveball right over the plate. 1-2 now. Wexler pitching out of the stretch. Got to check Stedman over there at third. Will come set. 1-2 on the way. He'll take that one. That looked like it curved right down Main Street, but instead it'll be called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Yet again, Deuce is wild for the 5th time this afternoon. Things you love to see, that. Wexler looks in for the sign. He'll get it. Comes set. Check Stedman at third, delivers home, 2-2. Best takes that fastball up and out of the zone to run it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Standing in the looms here is Ian Hancock, the designated hitter. Wexler comes set. Full count delivery. Best takes that fastball right on the outer half, and that'll be a called strike number 3 to end the top half of the 6th inning here. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on for BSC. They extend their lead out 13-0 here from the Milk Jug. Heading to the bottom of the 6th inning, you're listening to Piedmont You're listening to Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Tristan Harvin still out there on the mound for Birmingham-Southern. His first pitch here in the bottom of the sixth inning will be fouled up and out of play by newly subbed in Sean Blandino as he is checked in the ball game here. Blandino will check in here and play center field as he'll take called strike number 2. 0-2 count now. Harvin working an up-tempo here. Eli Stedman has come into the ball game and also play third base. 0-2 delivery on the way from Harvin. That's a breaking ball that'll break about 59 feet. 1-2 count now. Harvin still working with that tempo. Steps on the rubber and he's right into that windup. 1-2 on the way. Curve ball on the outer half. Ring him up. Blandino takes a seat after 4 pitches. That'll be the first out here in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Stepping up to the dish now will be Joseph Scalzo. Junior first baseman just stepped into the ball game from Pleasanton, California. He made a very great stretch there in the top half of the sixth to get out number 1. First pitch here from Harvin. Breaking ball right over the top of the zone. 0-1 count now. 0-1 on the way from Harvin. Big swing and a miss from Scalzo at a breaking ball. 0-2 now. If you're hungry for some more baseball, we got 9 more innings after this when Piedmont University takes on Christopher Newport. 0-2 on the way. And a swing and a miss at a breaking ball out of the zone as Jack Fleming will tag him out there for out number 2.
Now step up to the plate, number 18, Sebastian Smith.
And pardon me there, it looks like Will Lantis has come in to third base, and Stedman has switched with Lantis out there in left field. And I'll figure this one out as we're going to get a pitch and change as Tristan Harden gets a big round of applause. He'll be taken out after 5 2/3 innings. During this pitch and change, we'll take a 60-second break. You're listening to Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on Ollie Livingston in the ball game now here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. He's out there on the bump for BSC. His first pitch here should have been a strike, but it's dropped by his backstop there. As Sebastian Smith will step up to the dish. He's a two-way freshman from Lakewood, California. 1-0 count, 1-0 pitch to him. He chop it down to third base. It'll go just left of the bag, so 1-1 now. On today, a very good day, very good first outing of the year from Tristan Harvin. As he went 5 2/3 innings, only allowed 5 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and no earned runs. So his ERA will remain perfect here after his first outing. 1-1 is a fastball catch to the up and outer part of the zone. 1-2 now. 2 outs here. Livingston looking to get the final out here in inning number 6. It's a curveball that curved just up and out. As now Deuce is wild for the 6th time today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Livingston comes set out of the stretch. A good curveball there, just didn't break quite enough. Almost hit Smith there at the plate as he ran it full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Coming set, full count delivery. Fastball right down the middle, just fouled up and out of play. We'll do the full count tango yet again. A beautiful day here in Demorest, GA. If you are a Piedmont student watching this, man, get outside. It's a beautiful 65 degrees. The sun is out. It's a great day. Pitch is fouled into the net again. We'll do the full count yet again. Not really a cloud in the near distant sky. Just an incredible day to be alive in Demorest, Georgia. Where else would you rather be? There's some clumsy sportscaster that said that. Full count delivery on the way. Ring him up! Out number 3 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. We head to the 7th. All Panthers. 13-0 here from Loudermilk Field. You're listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here to the Milk Jug. I'm Brett Loftus. 13-0 Birmingham-Southern on top of Calou here, getting ready to begin the top half of the 7th inning. Luke Wexler still on the mound for Calou, and due up for Birmingham-Southern. It appears that we will have Jack Fleming will lead us off here. Fleming 1 for 4 today, 2 strikeouts. As he joined the hit parade as well as everybody else that was in the starting 9 today for Calou. Well, we thought we were going to see Jack Fleming. Now we will see the head coach for Birmingham-Southern emerge out of that dugout. Head coach Jan Weisberg bring his scoring card out. Jack Fleming still standing on deck. No, excuse me, Jack Fleming will take a seat, as now we will see a pinch hitter here for Birmingham-Southern. It will be Shane Nelson. So Shane Nelson, the freshman from A-Town, Atlanta, Georgia, attending North Atlanta High School, will step up to the dish and will be the new catcher in the game defensively as well for Birmingham-Southern. So righty-righty matchup here, Wexler versus Nelson. Nelson takes that off-speed pitch way off the plate. It'll sail into the backstop there, 1-0. Nelson first college AB for him here. See what he can do at the dish. 1-0 delivery from Wexler. That's going to be off the plate yet again in low, 2-0 now. Really, since the top of the second inning, Cal has just fell out of this ball game. They got down 6-0 after the top half of the second, and it's been all Panthers offense since. Nelson will foul tip that one off the plate, and it'll go behind the plate. That'll run it to 2-1 now. Again, if you're just joining us, Birmingham-Southern has put on a scoring clinic. They have scored in every top half of their inning except for the top half of the fifth. And have scored multiple runs in every top half except for the first. Wexler, fastball low. That one's fouled, chopped down the line by Nelson, even it up now at 2-2. 13 runs, 20 hits, no errors for Birmingham-Southern. No runs, 5 hits, and 1 error there for Cal. Cal-Lu's Luke Wexler, 2-2 delivery on the way. Big curveball there to strike out Nelson for out number 1 here in the top half of the 7th. Now up to the dish.
Number 13, Clay Riverman.
It'll be Jack Fleming stepping up to the dish as Nelson was DH pinch hitting there for the DH Ian Hancock, pardon me there. So Fleming will stay in the game. See if he'll still do the catching duties or not, as Nelson is a catcher as well. He'll take a first pitch ball, 1-0 there. So messed me up there. Fleming was on deck, then went back in the dugout, I guess, to get another bat, and then Nelson came out. 1-0 delivery. Fleming gets a hold of one. That's way deep right field, backing up to the wall. Goodbye, baseball. Jack Fleming goes yah here in the top of the 7th inning with 1 out. 14-0. The Lambert High School graduated with Piedmont, one of Piedmont's best players, Carter Ballstad at Lambert High School. Now they're seniors here in college. And Jack Fleming gives Birmingham-Southern their 4th homer of the afternoon. Goodness gracious. Cole Stedman hit a homer. Noah Best inside the park homer. Jack Fleming just left the yard. Wes Diamandis also left the yard. 14 runs now as Wexler will pitch to Caden Mcnerney here. McNerney has not left the yard, but he's had 2 extra base hits today. Both of those have been doubles. So he'll take a first pitch curveball there. 0-1. Wexler 0-1 on the way. Big swing and a miss. No, it is foul tipped off the catcher. 0-2. We'll have another pinch hitter on deck for BSC, as it'll be Jacob Webster, also a freshman for the Panthers, as he will pitch hit for the first baseman, Diamandis. 0-2 delivery on the way. That one bounces 59 feet. 1-2 count now to Noah Best. McNerney gets a hold of one left center field. Going back, center fielder Blandino makes the running grab in left center field gap. Pardon me, Caden McNerney there in the left center field gap. And that is a long pop out number 2 there. Now stepping up to the dish, the first baseman, Jackson Webster. And pardon us here on the booth and the live stats and myself, we're getting confused on some of these substitutions. It's very, very not a great way you can get the substitutions. That one bounces 59 feet, 1-0. As in a game like this, a blowout, a 14-0 ball game, you're going to see coaches go to a lot of guys that might not see a lot of playing time this year, especially in an early season non-conference matchup. So we're doing our best up here trying to see these numbers and see who's coming in the game. 1-0 delivery, Webster to the left side of the infield. Watson makes the play. No, cannot make the play. It's short. And Jackson Webster able to reach on his first collegiate AB. We'll get to see if he scored a hit or not as he's standing out there on first. As now stepping up to the dish will be Austin Fry.
Now step up to the plate, number 10, Austin Fry.
Austin Fry pinch hitting here for Will Lantis. And he will get a hit there. Congratulations to Jackson Webster on his first collegiate hit. Austin Fry, a sophomore from Chelsea, Alabama, steps up to face Luke Wexler here. Big curveball there, catches the inner half of the plate. Righty-righty matchup as that one buckled Fry there. 2 outs here, top half of the 7th. 1 home, Jack Fleming homer for BSC, extended their lead out. Big curveball there, top of the zone. Swinging in the back of the net. 0-2 now. Eli Stedman stands on deck. We'll see if we get to him with 2 outs. 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball hit down the third. Farr makes a play on it across the infield, and that will be out number 3. Into the top of the 7th, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base, and a big yah-yah bomb from the backstop Jack Fleming. 14-0 as we go stretching here at Loudermilk Field. You are listening to Z98.7 FM in Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Just got done stretching here, going into the bottom half of the 7th inning. Brett Loftus here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube and Z98.7 FM out here on the mound for Birmingham-Southern. Is going to be Ollie Livingston, and now up at the dish for Cal Lou is Ben Wangan. He tattoos one out to right center field. A little too high, right center field, almost collision there. The right fielder, Cole Stedman, able to get his nose under it and catch it out number 1 here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Up to the dish now for the Cal Lutheran Kingsmen. It's going to be the new backstop, Cade Edmonston. He's a junior from Portland, Oregon, as he attended Concordia University, Portland. That's his previous school. He'll take the first pitch there as it bounces in the dirt outside, 1-0. Fun fact for all those at home, there's a Concordia University in Chicago as well. Piedmont will play them when they go up to Tennessee next weekend. 1-0 delivery, big swing and a miss, and a fastball up and out of the zone, even up at 1-1. And for all the BSC and Piedmont folks out there, if you did not know, fun fact about Cal Lou, their male athletic teams are nicknamed the Kingsmen, female athletic teams nicknamed the Regals. There's a swing and a miss there from an off-speed pitch from Livingston, as that's going to put it now at 1-2 to the backstop, Cade Edmondson. 14 runs now, 22 hits for BSC, no errors. 0 runs, still 5 hits and 1 error for Cal Lou. This one's hit out to the shortstop. Truitt makes the play, throws it over to first to Webster for out number 2. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 7th. Stepping up to the dish is going to be Kyle Reeser.
Now, step up to the plate, number 12, Kyle Reeser.
Kyle Reeser is the only player that was in the starting 9 for Cal Lou today that is still in the active lineup. So Reeser going to get some extra playing time during garbage time here. His team down 14-0. He and the third base coach will have an extended chat here. I guess they're talking about what they're going to have for dinner tonight. As now Reeser will walk up to the dish. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. All those at home, if you want to tell us what you're going to have for dinner, please hit us up on the socials and let us know. At Piedmont Lions, at PU Lions Baseball. Reeser foul tips that one off of the catcher. 0-1 count now. Maybe a Lions win will be on the slate here for dinner. As around dinner time, around 6 p.m. or a little afterwards, Piedmont will be playing host to Christopher Newport in Game 3 of our Piedmont Early Spring Tournament. 1-1 now, as that one almost got Reeser on the inner half. 2 outs here. Ollie Livingston, only the second pitcher for BSC today. Tristan Harvey, 5 2/3. Did not allow a run. And a beautiful curveball there. Reeser almost turned his back on it, and it broke at the last second over the plate. 1-2 now. Livingston comes set. 1 strike away. Big curveball there. That was the one that's a little more elevated, and it's elevated up and out of play behind us. That big American flag out there near the 370 sign in right center, still just whipping away. So maybe once the sun sets during the Lions and Captain's game here later, might see some more long balls. Livingston comes set, 1-2 delivery on the way. Whoa! Reeser had to hit a little nay-nay to get out of the box on that one. That'll even it up at 2-2. And Deuce is yet again wild. 7th time today, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Reeser back in there now. Waiting for it. Big curveball. Reeser was waiting on that one. Sends that one into left field. Eli Stedman will get it back in. Hold Reeser at first. Reeser with his first hit of today, 1 for 2. And only the 6th hit for Cal Luke. Ryan Farr, who subbed in to play third base, going to step up to the dish now, making his first plate appearance of the ball game. First pitch to him, a fastball out of sit out in the left field. Stedman retreating. He'll make the play right in front of the scoreboard. Conclude the bottom half of the 7th inning. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 left on. We head today with only 2 more to go. You are listening to Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Inning, I'm Brett Loftus from Louder Milkfield. You're listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Got a new pitcher out there on the bump for Cal Lou. As stepping out there on the mound will be Brian Tierney. Tierney is the 4th arm that Cal Lou has used this afternoon. As the end of the line for Luke Wexler, he had a pretty good day, 2 1/3, 3 earned, 4 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Out of all the Cal Lou pitchers, he has the least earned runs, as Ravens had 7 of the 14 earned runs. Nathan Chapman had 4 of the 14 earned runs, and then Wexler had 3. Eli Stedman up to lead off the top of the 8th inning here. Lefty-lefty matchup. Tierney coming from the left side. Big, slow curveball there. Be called a ball for first pitch of the AB. Somebody has let the dogs out here at Louder Milkfield. And I ain't talking about the Georgia ones. Looks like a Great Pyrenees down the first base line there, letting them know. 1-0 delivery on the way from Tierney. Stedman takes that one, a fastball on the outer half, even it up at 1-1. Brian Tierney, a junior from Orinda, California. Recently, last college he attended was Erskine College up in South Carolina. At 864, about 45 minutes from the home of Brett Loftus, in case those are wondering. Even it up, get ahead now, Tierney. He falls behind 2 balls and 1 strike. Stedman waiting for the 2-1. Looked like a fastball there, just a little bit too inside now, 3-1. Tierney pitching exclusively out of the stretch. He comes set. 3-1 on the way. High leg kick there. Fastball hit out the left field. Doshi getting on his horse. Doesn't have to move too far to his right to catch out number 1. Now up to the dish will be Garrett Fry.
Now step up to the plate, number 12, Garrett Fry.
So we'll see Garrett Fry pinch hit here coming into the ball game as he is going to replace Dutton out there at second. All the guys just using a plethora of players right now. Fry will take a first pitch curveball there. Just falls a little bit below the knees at 1-0. Again, if you wanted an American flag update out there in right center field, it's still whipping around. It's a windy day out here. Sun's still out. It will be probably for about another 2 hours or so. Fastball hit out to the shortstop, Watson. He'll gather it up, throw it over to first. And a great stretch there from Scalzo to get out number 2. Cole Stedman was on the on-deck circle. He just stepped off. As it looks like we will see, he will be up to the plate now. So we'll have a pitch hitter on deck. Cole Stedman out, lefty-lefty matchup. Stedman still out there. He was in the original starting 9 this afternoon. 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, and a homer. And he'll take the first pitch breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0. Seen a right-hander today for Cal, a lefty, a righty again, and now a lefty. So out of the 4 pitchers, it's been even with 2 righties and 2 lefties. Tierney, a lefty out there right now, 1-0 delivery. This one is hammered down the first base line, but foul. Stedman got around on that one pretty well, as it'll even it up now at 1-1. Here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. For Cal, when they get back in the bottom of the 8th inning, still playing for pride. You never like to get shut out, trying to put a run up on the board. Stedman waiting for the 1-1. That's a fastball low and away there to catch the zone, 1-2. BSC at this point just want to go ahead and wrap up the first win of the year for the number 7th team in the country. Tierney comes set, 1-2 delivery on the way. Stedman chops that one down the first base line, foul. The 1-2 tango to be done yet again. I want to thank Danielle Percival, Troy Wyman, Joe Garwood, Michael Thomason, Caitlin House, and Matt Kodrowski all working this first game with us. Joe Garwood, you heard that name thrown in the mix there. He will be on the Piedmont and Christopher Newport game with me here after the conclusion of this first game. 1-2 delivery on the way from Tierney. Stedman got under that one. Will it hold? No, it will not. That one is out of play behind us. Takes a bounce on the concourse out here. So someone's going to go grab that baseball. It won't be a souvenir. They'll have to give it back. And we'll do the 1-2 yet again on the field. Stedman stands in. Tierney comes set. 1-2 on the way. That one's going to bounce at 59.5 feet. And yet again, Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here. 8th time Deuce is wild today. Got about 1 per inning. That's a pretty good rate we're going at. Tierney, 2-2 delivery, and a beautiful curveball on the inner half there. Cole Stedman wants to argue, but why would you argue up 14-0? 1-2-3 inning, going to the bottom of the 8th. You are listening to Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning, I'm Brett Loftus. Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube is Z98.7 FM. Bottom half of the 8th inning, BSC Birmingham-Southern leads Cal-Lou 14-0. First pitch strike there to Will Watson. Still out there on the bump, Ollie Livingston for BSC. So he's pitched well today. All-speed pitch, going to catch the outer half in this righty-righty matchup. Quickly to 0-2. BSC only used 2 arms thus far. Harvin went 5 2/3, and now Livingston 1 1/3 thus far. This one's hit out to third. Fry makes the play on it, fires it across the infield over to Webster at first for out number 1 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Step it up to the dish now. It's going to be Ethan Doshi.
Number 8, Ethan Doshi.
Seen Doshi come out. He's playing left field now. 0 for 1 thus far with a ground out. And we'll see Ollie Livingston taken out of the game. So during this pitching change, we'll take a 60-second break. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Fusion up here on the booth there during that break. During our pitching change, we had a usually numbered 37, Luke Jones, is going to be out there on the bump. He's wearing 20 now, and so he'll come here and 1 out in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Birmingham-Southern beating up on Cal-Lou 14-0 here from Louder Milkfield. I'm Brett Loftus, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube and Z98.7 FM.
Birmingham-Southern, number 20, Luke Jones.
As Ethan Doshi steps into the right-handed batter's box. Jones pitching from the left side here, lefty-righty matchup. Throws a fastball up and out of the zone here, 1-0 count to begin the AB. Ethan Jones, a senior from Mobile, Alabama? Mobile, Alabama. I always mess that up. That was an off-speed pitch up and out of the zone, 2-0 count now. Luke Jones is a switch hitter if he does get a chance to hit. Obviously, there's DH here in Division III, but fun fact about Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones and me. 2-0 delivery there. This one's hit out to center field. McNerney breaks on it, keeps going. This is going to hit off the wall. Doshi with a round double. As the yard barely held that one, almost hit him out in the pines there above center field. So Nate Jones get his bell rung early here in the game. Early in his game, rather, should I say, with one out in the bottom of the 8th. Now stepping up to the dish, Sean Blandino with a runner in scoring position. Cal-Lou's got a chance to bring one across here as they trail 14-0. They have put 7 hits up on the board today. Just haven't been able to bring any of those guys home. Jones comes set. This will be out and away here. 1-0. Jones looks in for the sign. Pitching out of the stretch. The runner out there on second, Doshi. 1-0 delivery. Almost hits Blandino in the box with lefty-lefty matchup here. So now 2-0. Come and set Jones. 2-0, going to turn into 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. 14 runs, 22 hits, no errors for Birmingham-Southern. For Cal Lutheran, no runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Jones 2-1 on the way. This one's hit out in the left center field. It'll get down. Trying to get on his horse and get there will be Stedman, but the runner will come home, the first one of the day for Cal-Lou. Ethan Doshi scores a double there at second from Blandino. So 1 out, 1 run double makes it 14-1 here for Cal-Lou. Able to bring one across. Panthers obviously still ahead by 13. It's a bit of a morale booster knowing that you won't get shut out here. And even though Cal-Lou's going to drop their first game of the season more than likely. Started out 5-0, including a win against Piedmont here last night. But today, they look to be on their way to dropping 5-1. Joseph Scalzo in the box now, swinging a miss at a fastball. 0-1 count now. Getting Blandino out there at second. The catcher, Luke Nelson's going to step out in front of the plate a little bit. Jones comes set on the mound. 0-1 on the way. This is going to be fouled up and behind us here. Now no balls and 2 strikes. Scalzo has 1 AB. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout thus far. Scalzo behind in the count this time too. No balls and 2 strikes. Jones comes set. He'll step off. Blandino traded places with Doshi. Back-to-back doubles here in the bottom half of the 8th have given Cal-Lou their first run of the ball game. 14-1, Panthers on top of the Kingsmen. So Kingsmen 2 hits away from being in double-digit hits. Problem has just really been today, 2 out hitting. Jones comes set, 0-2 delivery, and a big curveball, flush it down. As that'll be out number 2 here. I think Scalzo was confused on how many balls and strikes there were. That'll be strike number 3. Now stepping up to the dish, Sebastian Smith. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking as he was an in-game replacement. Jones looking in for the sign. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. See BSC and Cal-Lou both hit one more time after this. Big curveball won't catch the top of the zone. 1-0 count now. That nice puppy dog we were talking about earlier that was barking down the first base line is going to make an exit here in the bottom half of the 8th. I hope him and his owner, or she and him, the owner, have a good evening. Big curveball there on the inner half. Will not be called a strike. 2 balls and no strikes here with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 8th inning. The puppy dog has stopped and is now chatting with some people down the first base line now. Now they will exit. So it seems like the puppy dog is a celebrity here. 2-0 delivery, big curveball. It'll be a called strike. And stealing there from second to third, Blandino. As the third baseman, Austin Fry, dropped that one. The throw beat him, could not get the tag down. Called strike at the plate, though. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and now a runner on third. Luke Jones trying to pitch out of this one. Jones comes set. Gets the sign. 2-1 on the way. This one's chopped down to third. A diving stop there by Fry. He gets to his feet, throws it to first for out number 3. What a play there from Austin Fry to end the bottom half of the 8th inning. Well, Cal Lou finally brings one home here in the bottom of the 8th. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on. 14-1 heading to the 9th inning. You are listening to Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Milk Field in the beautiful Demorest, GA. I'm Brett Loftus here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube, Z98.7 FM. Stepping up to the dish to lead us off here in the top half of the night, Ty Truitt. Truitt has come in to play shortstop. He's listed on the roster as a catcher, freshman from Hoover, Alabama. As this is his first plate appearance of the ball game. And he'll take a big looping curveball for strike number 1. Brian Tierney still out on the mound there for the Cal-Lou Kingsmen. As Piedmont University baseball team will play host to Christopher Newport in Game 2 of this doubleheader at 6 p.m. right here at Louder Milk Field. Another big curveball there. Check swing there at the plate. It'll be even at 1-1 as the first base umpire will say he did not go. Tomorrow, we'll have a 10 a.m. game as Cal Lutheran will play against Christopher Newport. Piedmont will play again at 2 p.m. tomorrow as they'll play against Birmingham-Southern. 1-1 on the way from Tierney. That's up and out of the zone. 2-1 now. And then the closeout matters here in the Piedmont Early Spring Tournament. Sunday afternoon at 12 p.m., Birmingham-Southern will play Christopher Newport. So all 4 teams will play each other once, resulting in 3 games apiece here. 2-1 delivery on the way from Tierney. That's right down the middle. Fastball, 2-2 count now. Truitt, his first collegiate AB here. As we've seen a lot of those today. A lot of the youngsters getting out there, getting some playing time here for BSC. 2-2 on the way. This one's sent out to the shortstop, Watson. Watson gathers it, throws it over to first for out number 1 here in the top of the 9th inning. Stepping up to the dish now, we're going to see Shane Nelson. He came as an in-game replacement behind the plate for the Panthers. Panthers up 14-1. If you're just joining us here, they have hung up a lot of crooked numbers. 1 in the first, 5 in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, none in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh, none in the eighth. So they've scored in 6 out of the 8 innings thus far. First pitch, curveball, strike as it sits in the zone to Nelson. 0-1 now. Tierney comes set. 0-1 delivery on the way. Another big curveball. That is walloped out to left field. Got under it just a bit. Doshi trying to track it down right in front of the bullpen. And he does for out number 2. where we're sitting out up here in the press box, could not see if he did or not. I had to look by the reaction here in the stands, and he did get him out for out number 2.
Now, step up to point number 14, Austin Gentry.
Austin Gentry steps up to the dish now, a senior from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Gentry making his first plate appearance of the day as well, as it looks like the head coach for the Panthers, as this one will hit Gentry. Jan Weisberg is just emptying out the bench right now for the Panthers. So now stepping up to the dish will be Preston Jenkins, a right-handed pitcher, a senior from Roswell, Georgia. So I'm not sure if he's a PO or not, but he'll make an AB here. Looking to see here.
Point number 29, JT Weisberg.
Looks like Preston Jenkins is at the plate here. JT Weisberg gets announced over the public address. Let's go with JT Weisberg. Not sure who we got here at the plate. We'll go with my roster I have here. Preston Jenkins is at the plate. Takes the first pitch, strike there on the outer half. No balls, 1 strike. Had to get some clarification there. We have some misnumbering on the BSC roster. A swing and a miss there now, no balls and 2 strikes. JT Weisberg, a middle infielder, a freshman from Birmingham, is out here as he's behind now 0-2. Pardon me there. 29 on the field, 21 on your rosters. So Weisberg waiting on the 0-2 now. Runner at first with 2 outs. This one will bounce about 59.5 feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Gentry at first. Weisberg in the right-handed batter's box. Waiting on the 1-2, another big curveball. That one's about 57 feet there. Is leaving it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Deuce is wild for the night time here this afternoon. We've had 1 per inning. That brings a smile upon my face. We now have a white lab down the first base line here. A little puppy dog. I'd estimate about 8 months old. 2-2 delivery. That's going to be strikeout to end the matters here in the top of the 9th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Panthers lead by 13. You are listening to Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Grayson Munyon on the mound now for Birmingham-Southern, right-handed sophomore from Collierville, Tennessee. He's going to hopefully try to get these last 3 outs here for the Panthers in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Looking to lead us off will be Ben Waingren for Cal Lutheran. I'm Brett Loftus, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube, Z98.7 FM. Got the radio stream and the video stream going as well. Thank you to whoever's listening to us on whichever one. Thankful for all of you out there. And we will have 27 more outs here in the next game. 9 more innings of baseball 50 more outs. Technically, 9 more innings of baseball here. After we get these final 3 outs, Piedmont hosting Christopher Newport in Game 3 of 6 here in the Piedmont Early Spring Tournament. Munyon facing Wangren here. First pitch, fastball right down the middle, 0-1. 14 runs, 22 hits, no errors for BSC. 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error for Cal-Lou. Cal-Lou able to strike across their first run of the ball game there in the bottom half of the 8th. 0-1, big curveball there. Does not catch the outer half on the righty-righty matchup, even it up at 1-1. The puppy dog that we thought had left the park is now back here on the concourse. His owner has on an Atlanta Braves hat, so that means that's good people right there. 2 balls and 1 strike, as that doesn't quite catch the inner half. It's also informed that the white lab down the first base line is somehow related to a Piedmont player, so the white lab will hopefully be here for our next 9 innings of baseball as well. 2-1 on the way. That fastball's up and out of zone and well. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Settling back in, Wangren. He's ahead now 3-1. Munyon not trying to walk him. He does. Fastball up and out of the zone. 5-pitch walk to begin the bottom half of the 9th inning. Stepping up to the dish now, Cade Edmondson. He's the backstop for Cal-Lou. Checked in mid-game. Edmondson so far is 0 for 1. He'll take a first pitch strike there. Look like a fastball in the outer half. 0-1. Again, just want to thank our whole crew here for this first game. Danielle Percival, Troy Wyman, Joe Garwood, Michael Thomason, Matt Kodrowski doing public address announcing for us, and Caitlin House being our camera woman and our producer here on television. This one hit out to right center field, blooped up. The right fielder catches it. Wangren on first for out number 1. Right fielder will be Cole Stedman out there to catch out number 1 for BSC. He could have caught Wangren lacking. He was about almost to second base, and he ended up retreating back. Kyle Reeser still remains in the game. He is the long man that was in the starting lineup that is still in the ball game here. He's able to get a hit in his last AB, 1 for 3 thus far. 4th time through the Cal-Lou lineup. Munyon comes home. Reeser delivers this one up and out of play behind us. 0-1 count now with 1 out. Runner on first. Also make sure to stay with us here after we conclude matters here. 3 outs. We're going to have a little bit of a post-game show. And then Piedmont playing Christopher Newport at 6 p.m. This one sit down to third. Third baseman Fry can't handle it. And that'll be a hit. That one knocked off of Fry's glove, went out in the shallow left field. Shortstop Truitt was backing him up. Now with runners on first and second with 1 out. Stepping up to the dish, Ryan Farr.
Now, stepping up for a point, number 9, Ryan Farr.
And just for clarification, none of these dogs have ran on the field. They have been all up here in the stands. I've had some people text me and wonder if the dogs are on the field. No, they are not on the field. They're up here in attendance. So many, many humans and 2 puppy dogs we've counted thus far. Munyon first pitch here. Called strike on the outer half. Farr takes that one. Righty-righty matchup here. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Come and set Munyon. He checks the runner at second. Delivers the 0-1 home. This one hit through the 5-6 hole out in the left field. Eli Stedman will have to come up throwing. He's able to hold the runner Wangren at third. So now the bases are juiced here with only 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Stepping up, Will Watson.
Step up to the plate, number 3, Will Watson.
Will Watson, a 2-way player, a freshman from Bow, Washington. Not like B-O or B-A-U spelling of Bow, but Bow like Bow and Arrow, B-O-W, for all those wondering out there. Able to pitch out of the windup now is Munyon with the bases juiced. First pitch on the way. This one's going to be low and away. 1-0 count now. Watson 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts thus far. Go back to pitching in the out of the stretch will be Munyon. Is that off-speed pitch up and out of the zone? 2 balls, no strikes. Had a joke up here in the press box that Munyon should sign an NIL deal with the Funyuns, the chip brand made by Lay's. This one's hit down the right field line, up and out of play. Move it to 2 balls, 1 strike now. The American flag alert. It has stopped blowing out there in right center field for a moment. I guess the wind is not blowing us far. Just as I say that, it starts to pick up just a little bit again. Been windy here all afternoon. It's led to a lot of homers there for BSC, 4 to be exact. 3 left the yard, 1 was an inside to Parker. This one sent out to second base, diving stop there, just got to go to first. And he will. An incredible stop out there at second base by Garrett Fry. So a run will score there, everybody moves up. Now we have an empty first base, runners at second and third with 2 outs. Runner did score there, 14-2. As Wangren came home to score. As we now at the dish here. Doshi is up at the plate now. Doshi takes first pitch there. It's up and out of the zone, 1-0 now. Ethan Doshi thus far is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Munyon looking to get out of this last half inning. 2 outs here. Up by 12, 14-2, BSC leads. This one's low and away. Strike called number 1. 1-1 count now. Got some people filing in now for the Christopher Newport and Piedmont game here. Be following us at 6 p.m., so about in an hour and 5 minutes time. Coming set. Checking a runner back at first. Munyon delivers. Curveball. Thought it was on the outer half in the righty-righty matchup. Instead, it'll be out of the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sun beginning to set here to the left of us, down the left field line. Still says it's 65 degrees. It's going to get down to about 52. The coldest it'll get tonight during the Piedmont game. This fouled up and behind us. And yet again, Deuce is wild for the 10th time today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Also 2 runners on here. What a better way to end it than with Deuce is wild. Munyon pitching out of the stretch. He'll step off on a rubber here. I guess he agrees he's got to compose himself with the Deuce is wild. He'll come set. Won't check the runner at third. 2-2 on the way. Fastball low. Luke Nelson had to come up out of his stance and check the runner down there at third. Now we have a full count now with 2 runners on. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning. 14-2, BSC leads. Munyon comes set, full count delivery. This was chopped out to second base. Fry makes the play, throws it over to first for out number 3. That'll conclude matters here, 14-2. From Loudermilk Field, Birmingham-Southern Panthers, number 7 team in the country, win their first game of the year. Cal Lou drops to 5-1. We'll take a short break here. When we come back, we'll have game stats and game wrap-up here from Loudermilk Field. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here to Loudermilk Field. Brett Loftus, Piedmont Baseball here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. BSC having quite a day, 14 runs on 22 hits as they win 14-2. Our superstars of the day, Ian Hancock, the starting DH, 4 for 4 with an RBI and a double. 3 for 5, the second baseman Andrew Dutton, 3 for 5 as well was the starting right fielder for BSC, Cole Stedman, with a homer. Also with a homer, Wes Diamantis, Noah Best inside the park homer, and Jack Fleming with a long home run as well. Again, 14-2, BSC takes their first game of the year. Cal falls to 5-1. And we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap it up here from Loudermilk Field in game 1 of 2 of this doubleheader. You're listening to Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Welcome back here to the Milk Jug for one final time here in game 1 of 2 this afternoon. Birmingham-Southern beats up on Cal Lutheran 14-2. Coming up next, we're going to have Christopher Newport as they come in here to Demers for their first game of the year. Your Piedmont Lions 0-1 as they dropped to Cal Lutheran last night. They look to get in the W column for the first time here. And first pitch is going to be around 6 p.m., so about in exactly 60 minutes from now, you're going to want to be right back here on Z98.7 FM and Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Again, thank you to our entire staff, and also a huge thank you to my technical directors, Caitlin House, and back over there in the Swanson Center here on the campus of Piedmont University, Evan Laporta. He has done last night's game and this night's game on Z98.7 FM, and he has done an incredible job. If you see him, tell him I said thanks, and tell him you said thanks too for an incredible broadcast. For games 1 and 2, thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you tune in to game 2 of 2 when our Lions play host to the Captains from Christopher Newport University. For one final time, you're listening to Piedmont University Athletics and Z98.7 FM on YouTube.